Says Mangging live.
That doesn't make any sense. It just says Mang's Let's Plays live. Yeah, I just got a notification.
Oh, now I
did. Were you actually live all along, or you
No, we were just live right now.
We are now live.
I mean, not much happened.
All right, everyone, start over.
From the top. We don't break for anybody.
Nothing really happened.
So there was something funny, I thought.
What?
Gulk was pretty funny.
Yeah, it's all kind of involving him.
We'll tell them about that later.
Phil's one-liners.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
There you go.
That's true.
Those are the best.
All right. Gulk says, all right, how this works is you're going to reach into the pouch. And then once that happens, hold on to the ground.
Hold on to the ground?
Yes, sir. You want us to get to the Bright Republic ASAP. It's what's going to happen, but you better hang on to your hat.
Hold on to your butt.
I have no reason to trust you, Gulk, but I'm out of options.
Okay.
So I reach into the bag.
All right.
Stuff is like, I almost died.
Whenever you reach into Gulk,
Since we just started the stream,
that's
something.
It's a good start.
So whenever you reach into Gulk.
All right. You get, it's like reaching into the baby bag, but you also are getting the 1 through 50 of the original bag too.
Oh.
So it's a nice little synergy. So
Because those are all the worst ones.
right. So go ahead and reach. Go ahead and roll your 2d10s.
Which is the...
They're the same numbers.
So I got
Like,
Oh, you get both?
yeah,
get two
you do.
effects.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
There's no way you're getting to the bribe.
so I got a 5.
Okay.
That's it.
That's a
Two?
20,
Yeah.
I think, or
That sounds right.
1 and 2 are the zeros. 3 and 4 are the. Yep. Okay. It's 20.
29.
Did you try to get an iPad?
So Mang, you can look up his.
No.
29.
There's a weaponized poison there that I really want.
Is that what Ethan brought us
Yeah.
up with?
And they are weaponizing it. If I
You
survive.
avoided one of the SCP ones pretty
Okay.
narrowly. Actually, yeah, you avoided very bad ones, but a glaze of frost coats his wounds.
Okay. Always or just
Cool effect, bro.
And all crops within 10 miles just became poisonous.
Oh.
I'm
getting the hell out of here.
Sorry,
Nothing I know.
Alright, and as you do so, you feel like this great rumbling beneath you. Phil, you're still in the city, aren't you?
Yeah,
Okay, you two feel the rumbling. And
I've had this happen before, so
basically, like a massive rocket, the pyramid leaves the ground with just tremendous kinetic force.
the whole pyramid,
Yes.
like the city.
And it's launched at tremendous velocity up into.
Is this a baby bag effect?
No, this is just Gulk's
Gulk.
way of getting into the
Oh,
Bright Republic
holy moly.
ASAP. So it launches in the sky. You see like people, objects, they're just like falling free of the pyramid.
Jesus.
Sinkholes.
I'm worried as I see people like
Rocketing
falling out,
pyramids.
I'm trying to turn them all into eagles.
Okay, you'll definitely save some, but you're not gonna be able to
Yeah,
get
not everyone.
Yeah.
You get to be an eagle.
Okay.
Well, the ones that don't, I'll make them feel very thrilled as they're falling to their deaths.
Wow. That's a merciful thing.
As you guys are reaching your peak height, you just launching you really high up, and then
hopefully,
so the pyramid's still like upright, but it's like starting to and it's getting very
we have a problem.
it's getting very cold, and he just says, "You're gonna take a deep breath. The oxygen gets a little thin up here." The ice crystals aren't only forming on your wounds, but on like people's like faces and the plants, which are now poisonous as you reach your height. And then you see you've covered a tremendous distance, and you see the island of the Bright Republic beneath you, and now you're gonna start getting like extreme velocity.
I hope you ask him to take you to Dulimbain.
Just of course.
I mean, I have other ways to get to Dulimbai,
So,
but like
yeah.
now I don't want to take those.
He's like jumped into a palm tree and is like hanging by his ears, like to keep from like falling off, but. Yep, it's getting very dangerous. I'm gonna need you guys to tell me if you're either going beast mode or how you're securing yourself
Well, they're going
on the
beast
pyramid.
I'm going to separate myself from the pyramid.
Okay.
Via
Thank you. No, that's not separating.
And then he separates quickly
Yeah.
and unseparates.
Coincidentally, when he
did this?
This is a pyramid. This is him.
like I'm a
You
dog
might
on
be
the
able to-
How do you
pyramid.
think Moses got away from the pyramids or from Egypt?
Yeah. All right. You set how using just jump.
I fly.
Okay, yeah. It takes there's it's a little tough. That's become your new center of gravity, but you're break away from this massive speeding object.
Is this heading directly at the Blight Republic?
It's heading for the city center.
It's gonna get shot down.
laser defense.
It's gonna have anti-air stuff or
I know,
something.
But it's a huge mass
It's
of
a really
rock.
big-
You can't
it's a
just
really
shoot it
big-
down.
They will.
It'll keep falling after they shoot it.
It's heading
America
for the
was
Star
city
Wars
center of
defense.
Pinnacle.
Yeah, exactly. They'd shoot it.
They're gonna try to Armageddon it. The meteor.
There's this pyramid nuke.
Can I use?
Why didn't you do this in Dulimbai?
You didn't know what was gonna happen.
I literally had no idea that this is Gulk, man.
Yeah.
Can I spend domain to use my dragon strength to shoot it directly into the water?
Oh, to alter its course a
Yeah.
little bit. You can spend Dominion, but there's still no guarantee it'll work.
You gotta spend it.
But if you want to try and channel your godlike power, turn into a dragon, push it into the bay, you could try to do that.
That's what I want to do.
All right.
Are you gonna become our Godzilla?
Spend-
monster?
Okay, so you spent 3 Dominion already.
I have
On
5
learning-
free.
Yep. Okay. You can spend another 2 to attempt to
Dominion
move it out of
you
the way.
You
Can
both
I
level,
spend
so you
3
don't
to
have that
make it
much
a higher
free,
chance?
No,
I have 4.
Damn it.
this is the limit.
I'd like to maintain
He's
my
got
position
7.
in the sky so I can see
He
what's
leveled
going to
up,
happen.
Okay.
didn't he?
Roll a
Yep.
strength.
Oh, dang.
-2.
We're a free one, or we're not.
Extremely high chance that this succeeds. Unless you roll 1.
Strength.
It's a strength tribute check, -2. Pretty easy.
So I have to beat my check?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I beat it.
Okay.
Because it's a 3, so it's hard to lose
Yep.
that.
All right. You're able to just budget enough, but you're still at a high enough altitude that even small bearings is going to have a pretty significant effect on its end destination. So it is now averting from Pinnacle and going towards the center of Liberty Bay.
All right. So now I want
massive
to
tsunami.
I want to grab Gulk,
Uh-huh.
throw him up, turn him into a pelican where his front mouth
is the
is the
bag.
bag.
Okay.
So I feel like I have to emphasize where the bag is on every animal.
Yes, yeah, you do.
And then I will turn into an eagle.
Okay. And he turns into a bird, and you're an eagle, and you're flying,
Yeah.
Just
and then yep, you're closing
You are
in,
who
so
you
it's
are.
5 seconds to impact.
This is a whole city, right?
It's massive.
Smashing into a bay next
Yeah.
to.
Yeah. But
Tidal
if it-
waves are better
If it
than.
hit the city center without intercept, that would have been
True.
just totally.
Gold's got some answering to do.
Bulk forever will answer.
Gulk. I mean,
He answers to no one.
He did what you asked.
he did.
Yeah.
That is true. Yes, he did.
All right. The pyramid just you see it as it hits the water, it just parts all the way down to the ocean floor. You can see right through this little
Oh my god.
Many
funnel that
fish
it makes,
die.
and then this huge plume of water just erupts into the air. Probably have several billion
Dead.
gallon. Well, yeah, we'll get to that. But there's this huge expulsion of water in all directions. So the only populated center in this area, I mean, it's going to go towards the Shield Mountains, the other areas of coast, but Pinnacle is right along the coast, and
Pinnacle of destruction.
the Great
Those are your
Wave.
worshippers, you know.
That's the city.
Yeah.
God damn.
You have an email.
Hold on, Pinnacle. No, I'm in Pataisa
No, you're
and
in Pinnacle.
Berzova. I wrote it down.
I
Those words
assure you, you're in Pinnacle.
Those words don't make sense.
I mean, Pinnacle is the city that's loyal to you.
Oh, in Bright Republic.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
With the tens of thousands.
And they just rocketed
Wait, is the
up
whole Bright
here.
Republic?
Underwater? No.
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 All right. So there's going to be.
A huge
Yep. So the tsunami makes its way through.
Hugod, please protect us.
I'm just getting
Yeah, I
a
can-
flood of prayers are coming
Actually,
through.
I can hear prayers.
They're crying
Okay,
out.
You get just this explosion in your head of voices.
Oh, you're Obi-Wan
like
right
no-
now.
Yeah, like nothing you've ever experienced before. And it's all just saying, like, please protect me. Everything my family.
You got it. Is everything
Fucking
okay?
pyramid.
I'm concerned for my child in my womb right now, all that stuff.
Wow, if you went there.
Question.
Yes.
Did they build my temple yet?
It's under construction.
It's only been like a week.
It's been
Only like
a
2
few
weeks?
yeah. I mean, there is, like...
Is there a shrine?
There is, like... Oh, yeah.
I wonder if there's something I can perceive through.
To watch.
What's going on?
Possession property consecrated to Godbound who choose to perceive anything going on within their precincts, though they must intentionally choose to watch.
I'll just say, would you want it to be consecrated by now?
Yes.
Okay. You left like did it once, I'll do it again. You left like a Hugod skin or like a cast of your paw so that they could like give something to the shrine to consecrate it. So yeah, you see you're in your mega church stadium that's under construction, renovation. And you see just like this wave like just cresting, approaching.
Alright. I can target a gift at any person.
You say
Yeah.
one.
You
The
can save
one
one, my friend.
Yeah, I
Save
thought
one
I
or
could,
you could save none.
I thought I could just
Maybe spend domain.
could I spend domain to
Target the whole city.
what power do I have to stop a wave?
Turn them.
It's a
Can
lot
you
of
turn them
power.
into things that can swim?
Not like I could save one that way, but
Well, maybe
I want to save the mega church.
just the church. I gotta pull out my other ones.
It's a difficult issue.
Especially because we're not there. We're on a boat
Wait, what?
far away.
Mm-hmm.
Even if I were there,
Yeah, I
for
know.
example, as if
What can
through a
man
shrine.
do
what would I do?
against the falling pyramid?
Ooh. I wish I could use my abyss mouth on water.
What creature is that big?
Blue whale. Not that. That'd be
It's
something.
not that big.
No.
Manatee.
Manatee's like the size of like a cow or something.
You don't even know what a manatee is.
It's a sea
Blue
cow.
whale's pretty big. It's like big ship sized, but still.
It's shit size. Yeah. In Murt terms.
We saw that last week.
It could be a mythical creature. It could be like a big mouth bass.
Yeah, you are allowed to change yourself into mythical creatures
Mm-hmm.
of your own creation.
Big
so.
mouth back.
A big mouth bass. Now this, I don't know.
I feel like you would just do more damage to the city trying to consume all this water.
Just be like a falling
Yeah.
bass.
Well, I mean, he wouldn't be consuming any of the
I guess
water.
I see
The
people
water would just
around.
be going to the void.
Right, but he would be like
Oh, yeah.
flopping around
I mean,
in the city.
There wasn't like a worship service going on or anything, but there's like, you know, workers and maybe like a few people who just wanted to spend some time in the sanctuary that morning.
Turn into a whale.
Can you be there physically?
Do you have a
No.
means of
No.
teleportation?
I can target a gift or miracle at any person within the sacred grounds.
You can do it to Golk. He's got the void mouth too.
He's not in the sacred
He's not.
ground.
No, he's like flying in the air,
Oh.
pelican.
Is he nearby? Oh, he's not in the shrine.
You won't. You don't have line of sight on him.
You're not
So you
equipped
could
for
save-
such,
You could save one.
such challenges.
That might be all I can do. Turn one into a dove.
Why
It's
not?
just gonna get squashed! Why not change it into
A fish.
aquatic animal?
A hardy aquatic animal.
Like a turtle or,
Yeah.
or a crab.
Yeah.
Oh, I want this one to fly away. Is there a line of air?
I mean, if it
Does it look like a dove would escape?
More like a falcon or something.
does it look like a dove would escape?
That's what I
Answer the question.
Here's some Sarah McLachlan songs in the background.
There's a good chance that it'll escape. Especially if you whisper some words to it.
Alright.
Sweet nothings. Into
Whisper
the dove's ear.
some pregnant words.
Alright, it takes
That's how
the-
you repopulate.
it takes to the
See her
skies.
alone.
Away from the wave. Roll a d20. As long as it's on a 1, it lives.
I can foresee you're going to be lonely soon.
5% chance.
Yep.
Why do we not have enough D20s?
Wait,
There's
doesn't
one
have
here, there's one there.
I usually use a gray boy.
There's a
Yeah,
black one there.
There's an invisible one here for stats.
I can't read that.
Well,
Alright, Tsunami rolls through the city.
Read it.
Ken.
Actually, it's kind of hard.
Some smaller structures are destroyed. Some people die. Most live. But this is the worst natural disaster the Pinnacles had in a while. So.
Ever.
I shouldn't.
Natural
Yeah.
disaster.
Alright. So Golk says, as the waves start receding, the bodies just.
I imagine what Gold might say right
He lands on a tree and says, "Here we are."
I punch him in the face.
Oh my
God.
god.
That's where the bag is.
square in the bag.
Just opens up.
I mean, that's possible. That's really entertaining now that I think of it.
God damn you guys. When I fail this now, I'm gonna reach into the bag.
No, you hit him, and he goes, "Ow!" He says, I deserve that. I'm sorry. But, hey, I did what you asked me.
Maybe next time, like, just avoid the death and destruction.
Okay. Hey.
General rule of thumb.
Alright.
Moving forward.
You
Death
got
and
it.
destruction, no. Let's go and do
He's a
it.
god of chaos.
You got it. You
He's a
got
god
it.
of chaos.
We have no idea of this at all, Thomas.
He absolutely does. He was just there.
I heard the
Oh,
prayers and
Tempus and I technically have known that. Well, I guess assume you maybe
I'll
told
tell
me
you.
now.
Yeah, I'll tell
This
you.
isn't. I didn't do this to the Patreon Empire.
Why you
Yeah,
don't-
this doesn't affect me.
But you could have. I wasn't even at the Bright Republic.
Well,
so I don't even know what
I
it
guess
is.
I want to head to
The
the
chemical
lab.
weapons lab?
Yeah.
Okay.
Actually, one last
Hopefully,
thing.
it's fully.
The
Fine.
transformation of your miracle dove will be a new chapter in your scripture.
Ooh.
Your legal
Thomas.
team sent you that message.
Oh, say again.
Of your surviving team, and they're kind of rebuilding some of the infrastructure, but they said your dove prophet has appeared to us, and this story will be added to your scriptures. So
Good.
that now more than ever they see the need for new life to come into the world after this tragedy. So
And it says I can communicate with my faithful during their prayers.
okay,
Though this inner voice is subtle and does not compel obedience,
okay.
but I will just try to inspire confidence.
Yeah, those who survived, you can say like, I kept you safe. Like, they're this.
You've been chosen.
Yeah.
This was a test.
Yeah.
Rebuild
Alright.
the mega shrine.
Okay.
There's
10
also
feet
this.
higher.
Well, they're grateful for their lives, so they'll definitely work all the faster. But yeah, Pinnacle probably lost about 20,000 people.
Oh my god.
Yeah. And
Gold is
Tom-
the greatest
Thomas-
threat of
Thomas
this campaign.
Yeah.
Leaves them with
And-
a statement at the end of their
and
prayers.
Danette is now
Oh, well.
like wedged into the ocean floor, crumbling.
Oh, it came back. All the water came.
Oh, yeah.
No, it
Yeah.
didn't just disappear.
I guess
like,
if
It's an ocean.
so, Aladdin was in the pyramid.
He left.
They left in the
He
morning.
left with his arm.
They left with the arm.
including his wife.
Yes, of course.
Okay, good.
There would be no way he
Because
would.
if the emperor's daughter died,
So there were some. There were
No
some
way.
commoners in there, though.
There's tons of people.
tons of people died. Murt.
There's a lot of.
It was
My
a
God.
whole city,
It was
basically.
a horrible. It was an atrocity that got him here.
Did we know that Aladdin left in the morning?
Yes.
He
He
talked.
the night you guys arrived, he says, I will set out like a dawn's light with my army.
He said
and
out
my-
well
my
before.
counselors.
I slept in because I was healing.
Yep.
Okay.
Oh snap!
Alright, so you guys will make your way over to the chemical weapons lab.
Perfect.
It is intact. It has excellent like emergency response lockdown protocols because it's a
I would
chemical
hope so.
weapons lab. So they were able to water seal the building, and the waves just kind of washed over it. And they say, yes, your sample has arrived, and we have it ready for you. And they give you 6 briefcases. And inside each briefcase is an air pressurized gun, and then like needles that are like connected to vials of the pathogen.
Perfect.
And you left Ethan to be the lord of your estate.
Yeah.
And okay, yep. So they said, yep, your courier brought over the sample, and we were able to synthesize and reproduce it. As of course we know that you are in alliance with our Hugod.
Yes.
Okay, and they all make their respective bows, and they like touch their Hugod chains around their necks and say, "Oh God,
Would it be a fair assumption to assume that you have some type of antidote?
Oh yes." He hands you a very small case that has like 2 antidotes in there.
Perfect.
Yeah. Much more difficult to synthesize, but that's a particularly deadly strain you sent us.
Excellent. It will
Alright.
need to be deadly. Squash your god's enemies.
Okay. Well, good luck to you. We are now being ordered to assist with the disaster relief efforts, and they lock down the lab.
Excellent. I wish you the best of luck.
Okay. So, Gulk's just perched on your shoulder right now, and he says, he's got like his big pelican beak. He's like, "Where to next?"
A week's passed, right?
No.
Like since I've left Patriot.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Jeez.
Can I give him 10 wealth?
Gold?
You have damage
No,
wealth?
them.
Gold?
Oh,
right.
It says I have to make a purchase of 10 wealth, so can I claim that I bought the stuff
Sounds
for
more
10
like a
wealth?
donation.
For
Oh,
10
that you
wealth?
bought the chemical weapons for 10.
Oh, he's
10
buying
wealth,
the stuff.
Yeah, but
says-
for far more than it's worth.
He says,
Yeah.
well, yes, it was expensive to have our machines running for that long, and we had our team working on it round the clock, so yeah, we of course would never ask for compensation for a task for Hugod, but it would be much appreciated.
Oh, well, I wasn't planning on it necessarily, but given the circumstances that just unfolded, I think it's only fair that I help repair some of the damages,
Oh,
and then I give
thank
him
you.
the 10 wealth, whatever
Okay.
that is. It's just trucks and trucks full of gold.
It's like huge gold bars.
Yeah.
You're like, wow, look at this. The old world money. And he says, well, we'll find a use for this. It'll definitely, there'll definitely be some folks that'll bring in extra supply trucks and everything for this kind of money, as well as funding our research. So they put some away in their safe and then start making phone calls.
Perfect.
Okay.
We're going to head out to Gulk.
Yep.
What are you doing? I kind of need to know what you're doing at
I've
this
been
point.
flying above.
'Cause we're making a much
base,
safer
so-
trip out of here.
So yeah, I'm gonna start flying towards where I suspect Aladdin was marching to.
Okay, so he's out of here.
So you're doing a long distance flight.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to intercept him. I think I'm done with Gulk.
Okay.
Forever.
I've seen
Alright.
too many horrific acts by
Sure.
this god of
All right.
demonic.
So Gold
destruction.
says, all right. So now what's the plan?
I just grab his arm, and then with my other
His
arm,
like wing.
yeah, wing,
Okay.
and then I just play the song to
Okay.
recall.
To take you back. Okay.
Where does that take you to?
The place that I used the song to escape. It's going to take me back to the inn.
Do you choose to do that instead?
No.
Okay.
Which inn is this?
It's like right
This is
outside
on the
capital
outskirts of the
Dulimbai.
Dulimbain capital.
Oh well, I already left.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's too late.
All right.
Yes, I got there faster than you.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. So we'll say that's about another day of stuff. So Thomas and Murt,
Yes.
you guys you see the coastline ahead of you, of your new city.
What's our intel here? Who
Alright.
resides?
Rulan Chu.
Rulan Rouge.
Chu.
Rulan Mouche.
Yeah, Rulan Chu, yes, correct.
Rulan Chu.
Is the suspected demon who resides here in Randulo.
Yep. So this is a port city.
It is. Well,
Ish.
hold on.
Ish.
Hold the phone.
Ish.
Yes, it is. It is. Yes.
Yes. No, shut up. Shut up. Oh, yeah.
You think you know?
See.
Um,
I have an idea.
okay.
What if we put our entire army in a barrel?
One barrel.
Yes, as termites.
Not many other games you can say that.
No, it's going to be refreshing going back to like the lower power of the campaign after this.
Can't fit armies in barrels.
How about I fit myself into a barrel? No! But now we're putting a whole army
I
in
mean,
it.
I literally almost just destroyed. Well, I destroyed one city.
Like we pretend here we're dropping off. We're dropping off
City and a half.
a barrel of shrimp, and then
Just
it's
one barrel.
It's for the demon lord, and then they present the shrimp to the demon lord. And
Demon Lord.
pops
That's
out
a different game, Thomas. This is just a demon.
the demon.
Not the Lord
He's
of
not the
the
Lord of Demon.
There may be one, but this is not them. I like the idea.
So you just
So we're like merchants.
yeah, merchants.
See, fishermen.
Although why would we have an entire ship?
Why
with two
wouldn't
men
you?
with a barrel?
You actually have
With
multiple
one
ships.
barrel of
With
shrimp.
one barrel.
You have like 3 ships for one
No,
barrel.
because the
You're
one
unconventional
barrel, the one
merchants.
barrel might be tough.
Those are
Not-
escort
okay,
ships.
not the
yeah.
whole army, but just like some men.
It's just one barrel still. What if
Yeah.
we give them 10 barrels?
We are
Divided-
we are merchants, and here's like,
What if we give them 10? Yeah, but what do we do with the other? And you hide the others?
well, they can be seen.
Put them in separate barrels. Just
Yes.
But then
Would you
how
say-
did we roll into 3 ports? How do we have 3 ships and like we have to leave some people out in ships to like work the ships?
Sure.
You know, Danette was going to have really hard times anyway because they would have had a huge food crisis because of the 10 miles.
The poison.
Mhm, yeah.
Yeah.
Because
I
I'm
thought
gen-
about that.
I'm generous with that bag effect, and I make the meat disease too. I extend the definition of crops to
Okay.
like water supply.
That's
just
terrible, man.
oh yeah. You always favor the bag effect doing the most possible.
Are we in
Most
the
things,
barrels, or are we the ones delivering the barrels?
We delivered.
Question 2. They're going to be. You think they know about us yet?
They know nothing,
No.
Jones.
Well,
Like you're
Depends how fast news is spreading in Dulimbai that their
Well,
Godbound are getting
because
assassinated.
something happened there, which we don't know yet, technically, with the general.
Mhm.
Something happened there in the capital, which news is going to spread the fastest there.
I
That
was like
someone.
outside the capital.
but
Yeah.
it's still like it's all
Almost
word of mouth
domain.
and like letters. to
Sure.
make it
the toxic that I just picked up.
Okay.
we have time.
I'm okay. I mean,
I
I'm,
think they'll still be unaware.
I don't have the
so
ability.
how many soldiers do we put in
So,
barrels?
but
I
I, wanna
think you
get
gotta do more
that's
than
what I
So
want to
if you get the
More
gift
than 1 barrel.
Yeah,
and then like
I'm thinking
put
you
a
guys
few
do
of the
like 5
vials
and 10.
like in your mouth and like
something like
crunch it
that.
up.
Okay.
I'd say like
Now what's our premise?
I mean, you could make them. You don't have to make them termites. We could make them actual shrimp.
yeah, I'd say
exactly.
In hopes
I
they
could
don't get
pick
eaten.
the gift up multiple times.
I
so
must taste
different
one.
breaths.
well, I'd say if you unlock
Let me
the
see how
gift
good it
itself,
is.
The first
No,
one,
only for the
if you have a
demon.
supply of it on hand, I'd just say probably
we have to sacrifice a
2
couple
domain
men.
in order to become
Oh,
a
goodness.
I just
I
need to
protected
find
all
out
of
how to
them.
spend one
Sure.
domain.
I
One
used
domain
my
to
power
level
to
up, then I
protect
have
the
2 left.
No,
It's
then
like,
you're
God,
right.
this
Pick
one
the ones with the pretty wives.
So you're choosing your chosen men to go into the barrel?
Yep.
Yeah.
We've chosen-
I said I think we need more than 1 barrel though. I think
Well, I
we
mean,
need
why
like
don't we just start filling and see how full it gets?
5 barrels. Let's go with 5.
Do you explain what's about to happen to them, or do you start doing it without like?
I mean, we'll inform
Are
them.
your chosen men very fun?
like, are they gonna live as shrimp? Or are they gonna suffocate?
Why shrimp?
How long can shrimp
So if you're
last?
trying
in
to
that
fill a barrel,
Yeah.
so why wouldn't you make it like
fish?
big fish?
Because they'll die sitting in the barrel. I guess water.
Want the
Well, you-
Shrimp die?
It doesn't need to be like a fucking tuna that just like is halfway
Why don't
into
you
the
put
barrel.
water in the barrel then?
Yeah.
That's really heavy and unwieldy.
He's like 19 strength.
He's a god of strength. But if I start carrying all these barrels around, that'll be a little intimidating.
Why do we want to fill more barrels?
I don't even know what your plan is.
Oh, yeah,
so
then maybe if we go the fish route,
I think it's
do
more
one.
convenient.
One is
If
good.
it's just one.
Yeah.
It's easier to carry.
Yes, one is good.
It will just fit as many shrimp men into a barrel as you can.
No, that's true. We do fish. So they're bigger. So we don't need. They fill up
Why
more
do
space.
we want them bigger?
I think he wants
don't
as
even
many
know what
as
you're
possible.
Here, man,
Well,
get
how
us
many do you
barrel.
want to put in there?
Up, it's 500. I think is what he's going for, or 499.
No, not all of them.
Maybe like 400.
You want to take? You want?
We
You
don't
literally.
need, we don't need that many. We do 100, and that's fine.
That's what I think.
Let's
100.
just try to get 100 in there.
Can we get 100 shrimp into this barrel, Sean?
Actually,
But-
fish might be better. That's gonna be. That's gonna be like an empty barrel.
Shrimp is.
That's like 2 plates.
Even if you get the huge monster
It's
shrimp.
like 2 plates, 50 fucking shrimp.
That's
per
a lot of
plate.
Do monster
Jumbo
shrimp
shrimp.
exist in this world, Sean?
You mean
Shrimp
jumbo?
Yeah, like the large, like those
Jumbo
if you've
shrimp?
ever
prawns.
seen- They're like, yeah, they're big. They're not like.
Oh.
Sure.
Crawfish.
Because I'm thinking they got to be unique.
You should do crab.
Like we found, so where we found this unique
Can
one.
crabs breathe?
Everything can breathe. You can
Oh yeah, we can do
Can
crabs.
they breathe
Oxygen?
air? Yeah. Maybe. You've
Yeah.
seen-
Yeah, they
You see
walk on
crabs on
sand.
land.
They
Yeah.
walk on
Mud crabs,
sand.
like let's fill it with 50 with 100 mud crabs.
Okay, 100 crabs.
In one barrel.
One.
I don't think mud crab. Mud crabs are massive.
They're
Those are
Yeah,
regular
just the
crabs.
crabs you see.
Snow
That
crabs.
Red
Sand
Lobster.
crabs.
Red Lobster crabs.
Yeah.
Red lobster crab.
Red lobster.
Can't you only do like one of those every 6 seconds?
Well, we're doing
Yeah.
this as now. This isn't the plan now. This is just what we would have been planning.
Yeah.
As we've been
This
sailing
isn't
for
the
2
plan
days.
now, it's what we would have been planning. Alright. So you're doing this like as you're about to land?
No. That was-
Ahead of time if possible.
So these guys have to spend a long time in a barrel as crabs.
Crab. Just
Well,
crawling on top of each other.
Crabs in a
no,
barrel.
Bonding
okay.
experience.
No, we can already maybe making them crabs and they'll let them be free until we have.
Yeah.
It's not like putting crabs in a
The
barrel.
time has come.
Into the barrel.
We wander about until I tell you.
Yeah.
You just like kick the barrel over the time, and your knees on top of it, and like the time has come. And you just see like hundreds of crabs.
Thomas, what's in your beer bag today?
Beer and bags.
He's got
Beer.
beer.
Some blue moons. There's
Bag
some
man.
cow.
Oh god.
Somebody have a bottle.
Oh yeah,
Yes.
he does.
Chewed.
It's
It's nicely chewed.
it's been post chewed.
If that was not a dog, what was it, Thomas? A raccoon?
I said we ran out of food. So
It
I
might
ate
have
it.
been a dog. It might have been. It was definitely rained on.
No doubt.
Well, that's cleanly. That's clean.
It's been washed.
But I watched it as well.
No worries. No worries.
Tempus, you got a new day.
It is a table.
Excellent.
You are riding towards the capital.
I'm gonna ditch my horse, strip naked, and become gas.
Okay.
And
Do you like bag up your stuff?
fly.
The bag becomes
You ever
everything becomes
Yes.
You ever
Right.
see Mystery Man?
Do you have to be
You know,
naked
that
to
type
be
of
gas?
invisible
Yes, I
eye.
have to be naked.
Yeah, there's a bag effect.
So his
You
clothes
can
have
turn
been
into
left behind.
gas. Don't you have another? You have an invisible and a gas one, right?
My skin can turn invisible. That's useless.
Unless you want to freak someone out.
So how far?
Is this gas cloud gonna drift? Let's see. So you rode
I think I got there.
toward.
first.
Alright.
Probably.
Yeah, you definitely.
But you're not in the capital. You,
Oh, yeah,
you
yeah,
don't
yeah.
want to be.
So you were in Nanju. You spent a day, like about a day, riding towards the rendezvous point, but then
I changed.
adjusted course to float towards the capital. And Phil's flying on an intercept course for Alen. You've got about 3 days of gas drifting. Tempus.
Oh my god.
Okay.
You do realize the time differences we're dealing with. We're
Yeah.
at like 4 days. He's at like 12,
Well, he's ahead of us.
and he's like at 8
I'm at
or
I'm
9.
at,
he's
I'm
not
at
at 12.
I'm at 1.
Adam, I thought you said 8 days it took him to get a Nanju. He was riding on a horse.
Yeah.
Now it's 3 more days.
Well, it took you guys 4 days to get to Darwin.
Yeah, and now 2. So we're at 6.
Okay, yeah. So he's a couple days.
I'm just saying. I realized all of a sudden how we are all
at
very different time slots.
Yeah, on my lunch break, I'll do some reaching.
Okay.
What, you put clothes back on?
No.
And I got there at the same.
You're gaseous.
Yeah, you can't gas and reach.
Studs
I got to where I was before the inn at like the same time he got to his place. And then I spent one more day resting, and now I'm back at the end of the day.
So you guys are furthest behind in the timeline. So I will come back to you by a couple of days.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we have 3 cities to go to. Though,
You only need 1 day.
Yeah.
Right.
What happened?
Reader's race changes randomly.
Oh, I guess.
Any racial change is too much change.
It's one important thing to me is that I'm Patreon.
You can become a Patreon, like take a Patreon's life though, and just become him forever.
What?
Because it was fake.
Yeah, but that's an effort.
The whole point is that he's Tempus the Patreon.
Yeah,
you don't want to be Joe.
Yeah, I don't want to be Joe like Rabol.
Yeah, right.
It's just not right, man.
So this one you have. Oh no, you
know
what happened?
Shut up.
This one you have to.
No,
you have to take.
You have to take it.
I think that's a 1, right? That's not a 7.
That's a 1.
That's a
157.
Oh, what?
Ooh, that's a dangerous spot.
Yeah.
That is 151.
All of my clothing now bear my monogram, but I'm not wearing any clothing.
It has no effect.
I mean, it's
makes
good.
you immediately
don't have to
pull again, no
salt it
matter
or-
what. You have to pull.
Speaking of that, I gotta practice monograms.
As Murt decrees.
I need to spend domain.
Oh, you got a low number.
Oh, good. A large granite hand rises from the earth to grasp the reader.
You don't want that.
I gotta save that for the regent.
All right.
How many salts do
You
you
can save it for the regent's hand.
Salt.
The irony.
Dude, this is the one you have to.
No,
You have 2 more. Oh.
One, well,
No, he has 1 effort more.
it's getting dicey. Getting
almost like a bad one.
Oh.
839.
That sounds familiar.
Can I retcon like a very minor thing? How much? How many vials do I have?
Well, he has full hit points. Yeah! I'll take it and I'm done.
What was that one?
It does not need
I don't have to eat when I'm at full hit points.
You've got.
So if you have
10
any hit
briefcases.
point loss, though, you're
Each
suddenly
briefcase
starving.
has
That's how it works.
like
No.
30 vials. So you got like 300 vials.
Well, suddenly the need to eat
Yeah,
happens.
and 2 vials
like,
of mana.
oh,
Yeah, you feel the need to
what is
eat.
this feeling
This
again?
will be fun.
I read that crabs have to keep their gills moist.
Crabs don't have gills.
Yeah,
Do they?
that's why they go back in the
Yeah,
water.
terrestrial crabs can live outside the water, but they have to keep their gills moist.
They have gills.
Do they also
They're
have
down here.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
want
they
a
totally do.
photograph of crab gills.
Alright. I mean, it won't take long.
Do a crab.
Do they have gills
eat
and
crab
lungs,
gills?
or do they?
They can breathe well without water, although they still need to keep their gills moist.
This
it's
is
interesting.
As long as their gills stay moist, these crabs can spend their lives out of the water.
I'm not seeing pictures. I'm hearing words.
I mean, I don't really know how this picture helped. It got a big circle.
What the fuck is that?
Like,
That's
oh.
not anything. That's a butt.
Maybe that's where the
What
gills
the
are.
hell?
On the butt.
It is. It's on the other side.
Maybe that's where your gills are, Phil.
Yep. You'll never know.
Oh my god, crabs are really crazy looking.
Yeah.
Especially when they're being torn. Every image is like a man just tearing at ground.
This one looks like a big spider.
They're closely related.
Yeah.
So the answer is no. They don't have gills.
It is.
They really
arrows.
do.
That's just like blood.
Alright, Adam. The gills themselves are feathery type structures located at the top of the crab's walking legs. So they're at the top of their leg.
Like at the joint, so it's kind of hard to see them. Maybe then.
They are derived from part of the jointed walking leg.
I think it's a myth.
Yeah.
You know, Aladdin has the Dark Band trait, but without the
He's powerful.
without the appearance debuff, because Tempus spent a minion.
He was in combat with us.
Because you're approaching Aladdin's.
Yes.
Yep. He you're like human form when you fly, right?
Yes.
Okay, so he halts his column for you to descend, and he says, Oh, hello.
Hello.
Godbound.
I'm here to come with you to escort you to Dulimbai.
Oh, well, Godbound will be excellent company on the long road.
I intend to make it so.
I intend to make it a nice long road for you.
Some good company.
Alright.
He's gonna need it once he finds out his whole entire city's destroyed.
Let us exchange tales along the way.
Sure.
About that.
You have a terrible secret.
I'll have to try not to reveal it.
Yeah, okay.
But
Okay.
We can all pretend like none of us know what happened.
I will try to incite his footmen into partying though at night.
Oh, okay.
Party boys return.
The breakdown of
I read
all
about a
discipline.
real
He can't get them going in the morning.
I read a thing about a fly in like South America that the mother injects itself into fire ants, and the baby like lives off the ant, and then once
Injects itself.
yeah, like it prepares it stays up here hovering, waits
just
when the
injects
ant's
the
not,
ant,
and puts
is what
it
he's
like
going
in
for.
the back
Where's
section.
this coming from? What is this
Out of
about?
the buck, and when eventually when the baby's ready to go, it comes up to like the head and lives in the head, and when it's ready to, it excretes a chemical that will eventually pop the fire ant's head off, and it keeps living in that until it's ready to grow. So it pretty much murders, and it mind controls the brain. Supposedly it's science.
Phil's childhood.
So if you ever need to escape for a while, and
we
you're
can-
pregnant, there you go. This is
Does
interesting.
Tom have the
fly.
insect word? or-
No.
Relive my
But
life
someday.
as a fire. I could wear the skin of a fire ant while being actually this crazy fly.
Fly.
This is disturbing. This is disturbing.
Interesting.
When would you ever need that?
I don't
It's
know.
very specific.
Why
We're
was
the
that?
most horrifying of creatures.
Why was that brought up?
Yeah, what was the context for this being brought up just now?
The crab thing.
Alright.
Anyways, back to Godbound.
I mean, we were discussing Godbound.
It's a little biology lesson.
Alright.
That is very
I'm gonna go to Studs quick and then back to Crab Boys.
crab.
Studs, you and Golk are back at the inn. Like he's still Pelican, and the inn was damaged with your battle with whoever it is you ran into. They're kind of repatching the roof where like that bright beam of sun scorched you, and they take like a little glance over to you, and Golk just kind of like squawks at them, and he says, "I'm gonna get out of here."
Of course. And I'm using a familiar face, so I look like I'm Dulimbai.
Okay, alright. He says,
That worked out last time.
He says, can
Yeah,
I...
he motherfucker had deception. You can see
He
through it.
says, can I be the kangaroo again?
It'll be too suspicious if I change you here, but soon.
Alright. Just talking the other side of his big bill.
Alright.
Okay.
I'm gonna just dust myself up,
Mm-hmm.
take my suitcases, and walk out.
Yep.
His neck.
No one stops you.
Yeah, I know.
Perfect.
I heard about that.
And then once we're out, I'll change him into a kangaroo.
Go down.
Well, his
Alright,
was,
he goes, nice.
I mean, clearly a
And
joke.
he kind of looks into his pouch and he says, oh
It's
yeah,
pretty wild.
that's still good.
Yeah.
Alright.
I was like, well, we're here. Do you want any of them to reach into your bag?
Sure, I'll go inside real quick.
Alright.
Just hang on. He hops in there.
Hey, we're gonna do them by now. Disaster can happen.
Just a pelican.
No, I changed him into a kangaroo. Now he's
Oh.
going back in.
Alright.
Sack.
That's 3.
This
I
is
need
a,
33, Adam.
this is the
Oh,
double.
that's a bad. That was like where you
Double
were. You were at
effect.
31.
Yeah, he has a
thought
32
that-
right here. Look at that.
It's for a Dulimbain peasant.
You've never seen a kangaroo before?
A late model Ford suddenly appears in Reader's new driveway.
Okay.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
Fallen.
And that same peasant.
It's a
He also
Dulimbain
explodes
gift.
permanently.
That same peasant. I think it was a Phil one. I forget. It was stray dogs and cats within a mile. Is going to attempt to follow them as if they were their mother.
There we go.
I mean, I forget. That was one of them.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay, so he has a very interesting life. He's got like his dogs that ride in his back seat. And runs the car.
In old fantasy.
Yep. So Wolf just hops out of the inn and says, "All right, ready."
Alright.
That guy got a
Could
good
have been a lot worse.
How far away are we from the capital?
You can see the city walls up ahead. You're probably about 2 miles out from the main gate.
Alright. I want to get off road
Okay. Golk will follow you.
and find like a sewage system that leads
Oh.
outside.
Being crafty.
Being scrappy.
Alright.
Unfortunately, you'll have to change once we get closer.
Sure.
That's what I have to think of.
Studs, you're going to little attribute check to find the perfect insertion point. Let's get an intelligence minus 2.
You don't have a good
Ain't got no
intelligence.
intelligence.
No, it's not great. Nope.
Wow.
Okay.
Nope.
Wow. That's terrible.
I get lost for hours.
You are
says,
no shit.
he's
Wait a
taking,
minute.
he's taking
Hand
a
in the
while.
bag.
I mean, that's
You slip in the sewer and it's that goat's mouth.
he says, actually, no, I got nothing. We can keep looking.
Yeah, we'll get there eventually.
All right.
I've never been here before, remember?
Neither is he. All right, you guys. Is it reasonable to say you had 4 barrels to split them?
I like that.
I think 25 crabs a barrel
That
is
sounds
reasonable.
good. And
If you
it's-
tried to shove 100 in there, it would have to be a massive barrel. Or
And
it
I'd
would
be carrying. I'd be the only one able to
No
carry
need
it,
for
which
that.
I don't want to.
All right.
So we'll have the boss legionnaire guy. He's gonna be with one. We're each gonna be with 1 barrel, and we'll instruct another guy to,
Okay, like his second in command.
Sure.
Take a barrel. Okay.
preferably who's fluent in Dulimbain as well.
Oh, of course, they're both fluent in Dulimbain.
I want to confer with Murt real quick. I want to
Okay.
say, do we want to say if these were already like being delivered to them, like we're just delivering it to them, or are we just saying we're selling them who wants one? And who is it from? Who's sending 100 crabs?
Do we know of
Who
any
brings
allies?
this mighty gift?
Do we know of any allies
2
of
of your
the?
brethren have been murdered recently, but don't worry about that. You
We
received.
got crabs.
You received
We
a
got
gift.
crabs.
100 crabs.
We come to bring you crabs.
Who's the Dulimbain?
Do we know any allies of the Dulimbians in our like?
No longer.
Sure, intelligence minus 2.
Okay.
No.
Is that a 7?
Is that a 9?
Those are very different.
9 minus 2 is 7.
9 minus 2 is 7. Yeah, my check is a 10.
All
I
right.
could waste
No
my
one's smart
one.
around here.
So you're
Try.
lucky.
Can I check?
Yeah, you could try.
Who do I know?
Probably not. Hold on, let me look if I have intelligence.
Is that a 7?
What's a 9?
It's a
Although
9.
it's a 7.
Mert,
Oh, you're close.
It's also a 7.
Mert, I'll give you a +4 because you've hung out with Ling enough to know about the Dulimbians.
Nice.
Although remember, for attribute checks, you should always check to see if you have facts relevant to your efforts. I mean, I don't know if you guys have been keeping track.
I have to start writing those.
Okay.
But thought they would
Last
be.
one I wrote down was I killed the Dulimbain Godbound.
Yeah, that's a fact.
I haven't read a new one.
I have the broken amulet to become a dragon. That was the only other fact I got.
Ling told you that the people of the Toba Plains are kindred to the Dulimbians, and usually their Khans will fight as mercenaries for them, and it wouldn't be unheard of for you to be Toba, because then you have the pretense for not really knowing the local area well, but still being on good terms with them. So,
So we come from Toba.
yep.
And we buried crabs.
Yep. One of the cons sent us.
Your plans. This ain't sprung.
We also don't have the bag that we
Just
can
gotta
just
kick
sulk away.
in
Well,
doors.
you've got a very unique bag.
Yeah, you got like 2 bags.
Got a gold.
You got like 2 bags.
Too big.
2 bags. Alright.
Okay, so first we probably just like where it's a port. There's a port, right?
It's a port town.
So we should go in the port.
Yep.
Just figure out where is this demon. They probably don't call it a demon.
No, we probably look for a
Mulan.
leader.
Mulan.
The leader of the
Mulan.
Mulan Chu. Mulan Chu.
Where's the move coming from?
Well, it's like Moulin Rouge.
So yeah, we will once we dock, we tell them.
Just the dock authorities?
Yeah, we tell them that we have a delicacy of crabs for the,
For the great
I
Mulan.
have crabs.
yes, and we're from Tuba. Critical fail on bluff. We have crabs and we come from Tuba.
That's such a goosebot type thing.
What's the actual place? Toba.
Alright, roll a charisma -4.
Jesus.
No way you're let in. Come on.
Okay, how does this work? I rolled a 16.
So it's
Okay.
Okay, but my modifier adds 1, right?
So it's good.
And my check is a yeah, how does that work?
Yeah,
So
You're
pass.
higher than a 6.
You explained it all.
There we go.
An ally from the Toba Plains.
Yeah, that's Tuba.
Yeah.
That's right.
That sounds good.
Oh, God. Alright. He says, yes, many of your war bands have been riding north to our great rally point. Crabs, you say? Well, I suppose Mistress Rulan would be interested in such a thing. She is famous for her great parties, of course, and yes. Well, you can inquire with her personal guard. They're over at her residence, and he gives you directions on how to get there.
Okay.
I imagine she too will be heading off with the warband soon to war.
But she hasn't left yet.
No.
Good. She will be able to we'll be able to catch her before she leaves.
All right. Yes. Probably one last grand party before she sets out.
Wonderful.
Okay. So.
To the north.
You kind of have to go out of the town itself a little bit. You head inland, but you're strong enough to just carry these barrels full of crabs. It's a little uncommon for people to like be carrying them just like on their shoulders like that. Normally they'd be in a cart or a wagon of some kind, but just macho.
Yeah.
It's good.
I act like I'm struggling a little bit.
Yep.
Like that it's
Sure. Okay, and once you are kind of just at the edge of the eastern city limits, you see there's kind of this sprawling compound ahead. And even though it's like noon, you can hear just laughter and like some sort of party going on the other side of the gates. And there are a few guards standing there. They're all fully equipped in very ornate armor, and they have dazzling sword hilts, and they seem to be drinking themselves, and they see you approach with your barrels. Whoa, I haven't seen you before. Who are you?
Oh, he has to say the word. We are merchants. We've been instructed to bring these wonderful crabs that for your mistress.
Put one of the crates down. I want to take a look inside.
Okay.
Crap people.
Do I open it for him, or does he
Do
want?
you?
I know.
Tell me how to play.
I step back.
He's gonna start cracking open one of those crabs.
Bet your ass he is. He's gonna grab one.
He's gonna suck out its gills.
So he opens it up.
Oh yeah, yep.
Opens up the crab.
Yep.
No, opens up the crate.
He's gonna grab a crab. So I'll look at this little fellow, holding him up carefully to avoid the fins. He says, "All right, let's take a look at the meat." And he.
Wouldn't your mistress be the first to partake?
Don't tell me how to do my job, sir. Thank you very much.
My boss would be pretty mad at me if you found this out.
Yeah, I don't come down to Tuba and tell you how to do your job.
Out of game.
I wonder what's gonna happen when he like breaks off a leg. That's
I don't
gotta
know.
hurt.
I don't know. I wonder.
If he just immediately turns into
If
a
he-
man, it's like
he has free will to change back. If
Unless-
he willingly accepts
Unless
it,
I choose
God.
to switch the
Just-
conditions.
just a
Yeah.
stoic. He has to just take it.
so he has 100% free will at any point to change
I use
back,
this crap
Unless-
screaming.
unless he forces it upon him.
Merc,
He
can
has
you
such a
absorb his
human
damage?
face.
Is this crab under your guardianship?
I can do that,
Try
but
it.
I don't know if I can protect him from a limb being broken
It's
off.
worth a try.
Like, I
If the
definitely
limb doesn't
don't
break
break.
off, he's gonna think it's real funny.
Oh yeah, there's no way you're getting in.
Because that's the thing, I could literally block this, but then it'd be like, what's wrong
You
with these
needed to
crabs?
put a layer of real crabs on the top to protect
that was
We didn't have that.
Poorly planned.
Oh, we didn't have actual crabs.
Hey, but we're here now.
You could have turned
That's
fish
the-
into crab.
that's-
Turn anything into crab.
Oh
Flies and turn them into crabs.
no! You're god of beasts!
Oh god, no, but
Well,
this is
here
the
we are.
situation.
Yeah, here we
This is
are.
the
Alright, here we
situation.
are, here we are.
Hey,
we let it
It's not the
slide.
worst thing that's happened in this session
I can
today.
negate it, but then things are gonna get funny fast.
We let it happen and see if you. We'll see what happens.
Well,
Alright,
so he messes with it first, though. So this guy, whoever this crab is, has the time to think, I don't want to do this, right?
It's up to his will. It's up to
He's
his
loyal.
will. We test his will.
He is a
What's his
legionnaire.
what's willpower? That's real.
We don't know.
Gotta test
We're gonna
that
find
shit.
out.
We're gonna find out. It's gonna be tested.
So I can block once per scene. Does this predate the scene technically?
Everything's a scene.
So this
We're
is
in
the
it.
this is
scene
a scene right
itself.
now.
This is a scene.
It's a scene.
What are you doing?
No.
I'm adding dramatic
Drama.
Alright. So you're gonna protect him?
I will.
So,
So like he tries to break off the
yeah.
Does he?
And you're absorbing the damage.
pretty.
I mean, but when he tries again,
Take
will he
off.
just snap it off?
Well,
Tough crab.
I want to see. It's very tough. It might be too tough for you.
Yeah, he says, well, these will need to be boiled thoroughly.
That's how we do it in Toba.
In tuba.
Didn't want to make
No,
that
I know.
mistake again.
Alright.
Crab boil.
Alright. He says, barrels of crabs. We will, I think we'll let you in. But of course there's the customs fee.
For a gift?
Of course. These are corrupt, debauched gate guards.
Is this what he tells
Like
us?
everyone in Dulimbai.
No.
He's
That's-
trying to make it obvious,
Okay.
like, just give me something nice.
I have no wealth.
You still have
Oh
money.
no, I do. I do have
you
wealth.
have money.
No, I do have wealth.
Even with zero, you have money.
Wealth is just like a huge, like
Well,
a,
most of my
a
money.
sum.
But
This
you're
guy,
right.
we
I
have
have
wealth
3
5.
wealth. I have 3 wealth.
That's nothing. I just gave someone wealth 10.
Yeah.
How
I
did you
know.
get so much wealth?
I feel
That
like
dragon.
this guy
Dragon
fuck
thing.
up something.
Once a week, I
What's
just
I don't know. What's
gain.
one wealth?
Oh wow.
10
A
wealth.
lot.
So
One wealth would be a very nice expression.
How much wealth?
1.
That's a lot.
And
I
can-
know it is. These guys gotta die.
Life
anyway,
change.
so it's-
We'll get it back.
Just get it
That's
back.
what
It's
you're
like
saying.
it's an
Alright.
investment.
That's
We'll call
That's for sure.
it. I give him 1 wealth
Okay.
worth of
That's
money.
like what?
The humble merchants.
Alright.
Have a fucking wealth.
To give a gift.
He says,
Give a gift.
Whatever.
he picks through what you gave him. He says, very good. But why would a Toba merchant have Patreon coins? That was a gift from the Emperor who gave you that wealth, so.
Sucker. I spent mine.
Punch them out.
Mine's just like
Conquests.
magical wealth now.
Inbound slaves often are found with coins on their person. There are some to circulate.
Why would you give Dulimbians Patrian coins though?
Melted down. Still metal.
It's like an affront.
Isn't gold gold?
If you went to Patrick and gave me Dulimbian coin, sinkhole.
Alright. It looks like you're persuading him. You do notice, as he's looking, you see like some like cricket or something like come out of his hair and it flies towards the palace.
Towards the palace. Oh, where the party's going
Yep.
on.
Wow, the party is, yeah.
Oh boy, cricket. I wonder if that's significant.
Oh, it's very significant, Thomas.
Nah, he just likes to mention bugs randomly. You see a fly in the distance.
There's gonna be an epic
Sean
crab. I
now
imagine.
has to mention
Some
every
DMs
bug
will
ever.
do shit
I'm
like
seeing
that.
this right
True.
now. Crab versus cricket battle. Right now.
I want to turn the cricket into a crab.
Can you do it from
And now the battle begins.
This is exactly how I almost died.
Almost is a good word.
Hey Sean, does my song take me to the bleak reach now?
You mean the Black Republic or the
Or the bleak? Or
Right Republic?
Bright Republic?
chapter of Black?
That's where you played your recent new. Yeah.
No, I'm saying my what's the place that normally my song took me to?
Aladdin's place.
Yeah, it took you to yeah, so it would take you to the bottom of the bay.
That's
Well, I
not
can
good.
turn into a fish and swim up there.
Yeah, you'd be fine.
Why do you have to touch all the cookies by taking the bottom one?
What do you got going
Why
on
would
over
you take
here?
the top cookie? What do you got going on all over here?
Better not ever touch
So really, Arnold,
Why
would you take top cookie?
I only took the other bottom cookie.
Why would
Bottom
Why would you not
cookie.
take one
You
of
only need to
these?
touch one.
Only one cookie.
No, there was fingers involved.
I'll take that.
Fingering.
I'll take that cookie later, and then it'll be even.
All right.
It's off the bottom again, though.
You turn the fly into or the cricket into a crab.
Yep.
All right. It just like he turns, sees a crab there.
Throw it down, get loose. Here, put it back in the barrel.
He like carefully.
There's a lot of funny business going on.
Yeah, there is.
I want to keep an eye on.
Why are you throwing our crabs?
Wow.
Oh!
He like stoops down, and then you see him sprint for the paddle.
Oh, I'm sprinting after.
I want to turn him into a crab now too.
All right, he's gonna get saved.
Oh, he's one of those.
I mean, he's not.
Is he a worthy foe?
He is. I mean, to be a worthy foe.
Doesn't mean
Doesn't
make
take-
you. It doesn't. You don't have to be
Yeah.
Godbound.
No.
It means you're worthy of
Did the
that.
cricket
It's
resist?
just an HP
No.
thing.
Okay.
No, he instantly became. He's a cricket. It's a cricket.
I didn't know if it was a godbound or something.
No, it's not Godbound.
It could be a person still.
All right.
It's
So
You
what
could've
kind
took
of
somebody else
save does he
into a
get?
cricket.
Is it hardiness?
Hardiness.
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. Oh! He turns into a crab.
I commit effort for that.
So there was
Okay.
2 of these guys, though, right? Or is that
There's
just
3 of them.
3 of them.
And so the other 2 are drawing their blades.
Alright, skip him. Oh, he's.
Skip him.
Saying put him back in the barrel.
I mean, they're hostile toward you.
Yeah,
you have
yeah,
to
yeah,
deal with these
of
guys.
course.
Yep.
I believe we're in. And
As he says, standing outside the city.
Mission
I believe
accomplished.
we're in.
no, we're outside the palace. We're at the palace.
You are.
We see where it is.
Yeah, but you're not.
You're not in.
You've made no further
Oh,
progress.
We are in.
If
Alright.
we're in.
I step in front of like this whole situation to be right in front of the
Step
tree.
in front of the soldiers.
No, of Thomas
Get out of here
and
with your
the
nonsense.
crabs.
Do I open it for him?
And the crabs.
Alright, so what are you going to do with these guards? You
Knock them out.
pulverize
I'm
them?
sorry.
Well, I mean,
Yes.
this
Yeah.
is a combat situation, as small as it is.
Sure.
So it's up. You guys have initiative.
I just want to. I don't need to. I'm not a killer, so I'll just knock them out, and then you can turn them into crabs.
Okay.
And then we can kill him.
So,
Oh,
by what means are you going to use a gift? Afraid? Like, just tell me what you're using here.
Sure.
Using an attack.
Can
Sure.
afraid be done to subdue a man? Can you choose whether or not to kill someone with
I'd say yeah.
I mean,
There's a thing in this book where it's like, if Godbound have like relative control of their action, they can choose to do non-lethal in like most circumstances. Unless the gift really doesn't lend itself to non-lethal. Or if they're like, fighting for their life.
yeah, I don't want to use a gift on. I'll just be hitting them.
Okay, so
It'll be a normal hit, but then probably fray. I imagine if I.
I mean, or you could smite too.
Oh yeah, I always forget about the smite. I never have that page. You have to use effort for that, though, right? 'Cause you don't naturally get it.
I mean, you can take it as a gift, but
Thomas,
otherwise
you
it's
hear
a
me?
miracle. So
It's a miracle.
I'll just take a blue moon if it's
So
if there's
a
some more.
fray, I think,
Any
is
balloons,
1d8.
Yeah,
Unless it's
Yep.
ginger.
So you can fray one of them.
Specific apricot.
and that's an auto hit,
I'll
right?
take
Yep. So
Pacific
just roll your
apricot. That
d8.
sounds good.
3. So
yeah, the
a damage.
Okay, he's still up.
Okay. But the other one I just punched.
I mean, you frayed one of them,
These will
and
twist off.
it almost knocked him out, but he's still awake. And
Oh.
fray is something that you can free act. It's like a free thing.
Sure. So that's the end.
So you could like do a normal attack, I guess.
So if I almost knocked out one, smiting worth it? Yeah, I'll just punch the other guy.
Okay.
22.
Oh, without his armor class? Oh, well, that's a hit.
11.
Okay, he's done.
Okay. And
So-
the other one
So
is
Thomas, there's one guy who's like,
7, damn.
7 plus 4.
Where's the 7?
Where's the 7 from?
I was
Roll
trying to
with
punch
12.
okay.
Okay, where's the 12 from?
My punching.
What's your punching?
D12.
You rolled a 1.
Oh, I thought it was a 7. Then it's a 5. So that's 2 damage.
Okay,
Right?
that's still enough.
It looked like a 7 to me.
It's the
I'm
perks
glad
of
you guys saw.
Tabletop
I had,
Simulator. You
Get
can
some
do-
glasses, nerd!
no, look at like I saw the one upside down.
He's the only one
There's a
with
little like
Nerd.
glasses.
I like the fact that Phil's the only one with perfect vision. Like, fucking
Oh
loser.
man, that's weird.
Oh, do you have context?
Alien physiology.
No,
Why-
look
like,
at the
why
bottom
is
of the
your
one.
vision
That's
so
how I saw it. So I saw it like this. Look at
There's
it.
no excuses here.
No,
I don't know.
you
Just
lose.
give it up.
You lose.
Don't
You
worry
lose.
about it. Don't
You
worry about
lose.
it.
Look,
It's
this
a
is what you rolled.
It's pretty
Okay.
good for me.
It's all in the
Is that a new die?
So
It's a
30.
D30.
Oh, what the hell?
Yeah, there's
Well,
a
Thomas,
there's a
all you have to do
D24.
is
Get to
fray the
that.
guy,
Don't
pretty
worry.
much.
Okay, I'll just fray if I can do that.
Okay.
Boom, 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 boom,
The
boom.
one thing we get free. No, you
You
just
need to
it's a
do 1
D8.
damage.
It's just a D8.
Just a D8.
So roll anything but a 1.
Yeah,
It will be
It's
not
not
a
a
D10.
This
This?
is a
That's
D8.
the
We need more
that's
dice.
D10.
This is a D8.
This is also a 10?
Oh my god.
They're all the same shape.
This is a D8.
You can roll a D7 if you want.
8.
Do you have a D7?
Okay.
Is that a thing?
He is knocked unconscious.
One of these should be a 7.
You've dealt with all the gate
Wait,
cards.
is that
Maybe I
I'm
don't
just
have
gonna
a
attempt
7.
it.
I've never even heard
Well,
of it.
isn't unconscious man a word
That was a
default?
D5.
I don't think D7 exists.
No.
If a D5 exists,
Alright,
These
then I'll
seven
turn these two into
How does this look? How does this?
earthworms.
Okay. They are
Oh,
worms.
I
That's
see.
a D7.
No.
Yeah.
D7 right here,
You're
you
just gonna
They
leave
can
him?
just, yeah.
dude.
Can't they willingly turn them back?
It's technically in theory a D14
Not if it's against their
or a
will.
D10.
Oh, so only if
Like,
it's
it's like
we
cursed
turn.
D5.
Well, yeah, because of the
Yeah, it can be a
numbers,
curse
but
or a
it's
gift.
ten-sided.
If it's a curse,
They can't. They
It's
you
D5
are the
though.
only one. Wow, that's horrifying. You could
No, I
just
get
make
it.
someone you hate
mean,
into like
when you think
something that
about it.
they're
It's a D5.
yep.
Yeah,
Okay.
okay.
but it's 10-sided,
But it is a D5.
but it is 10-sided.
So, has anybody
weird.
noticed us
Big
doing
thought.
this, Sean?
No, there's some sort of big party going on, and these are the only guys at the main gate.
Do you? Is it
Alright,
time to
I have
switch
a
the crabs
suggestion.
back, or do we bring the crabs still in?
Time for the crab force.
The crab is a cricket.
The crabs,
Oh.
our crabs,
Our crab.
our crabs.
Our crab.
Do we still have? Do we keep the facade up?
Yeah, I think so. Do we try to put on? Should one of us put on the clothes of one of these guards?
They're earthworms now. Their clothes are part of the earthworm. They're tiny little earthworm clothes.
If you smush them, do they turn back?
I don't know.
Probably
We've never really looked into that.
no.
About
It would
Gotta
make
do
sense.
experiments when you were a skeleton.
I remember that. That was funny.
That was
His
incredible.
legs were his arms were. See what happens.
It's like, held me hostage
That
in
was
a closet.
such
and
a
glued me
great
together.
section.
That was funny.
What are you doing?
That's like
We
Decisions must be made.
we take them.
yeah. We
The
just
crabs to go
yeah,
still
and
as
we put,
merchants.
and one of the guards was still like conscious when I turned him, and he's a crab.
Yep.
So we put him on top of the barrel,
Okay.
So if
So
they
if
want
they
to
try
test
to,
one,
they want to test one,
Yeah,
they're
test
testing
it.
their own.
and
Yep.
In fact, we should like maybe like say, okay, we have great crabs. Like,
Yep. Sounds good.
And then he turns back into his human.
I don't think so.
This party of
He has to
don't
make a
know.
saving throw to turn back.
The
But
guy
it says those cursed with a change can't be turned back by anything short of another gift or similar powerful dispelling.
What's, oh yeah, because he already failed this.
Sounds
scenario.
compulsory.
Sounds horrible.
Yeah, what a hell.
All right, Sean. So we walk
Guy's
up
a
to the
perma
party
crab.
Okay.
with the barrels.
Crab.
Alright. You make it to the main pavilion. There's like some party attendants who, upon seeing you like step onto the porch, they just they've got like these big trays of drinks, and they just hand one to all, the four of you guys, saying, "Welcome, welcome."
Wow.
Oh, thank you.
It looks like a wonderful beverage.
I don't
But,
drink.
we are actually just here to make a delivery. I wish we would stay and party, but
Oh, you can drop it off in the kitchens. I will take you there.
alright,
Okay.
perfect.
All right.
Do we see her anywhere? Do we see someone, like people congregated around someone, or a beautiful lady dancing in the midst of them?
How do you know she's beautiful?
I don't.
Why would she
You know,
be dancing?
you literally
why
don't
would-
know.
yeah,
He's
don't know
just
anything.
expecting. He's just.
You guys have
just
said this
running your
whole
jaw.
time that I should be looking for the Legionnaires with beautiful wives to put at the front lines. When I talk about a beautiful person, nope.
No.
You're just guessing.
Don't assume beauty. It's 2018. There's inner beauty now.
Okay. You see, like, in the middle of this whole area, there's like this huge, like, basically just massive group of people just sprawled out using all sorts of drugs, drinking. They're like, there's all these little couches on the floor for them to just relax and recline, and
chill stuff.
they're just talking
Four.
and joking,
One
and
relates it.
yeah, no, they actually, there is just an air of intoxication here, like just from all the different pipes and like pipes and bongs and all that stuff, just wafting air towards you. So you're starting to just feel this as like, oh, but as pleasant as it is, you need to you head down over to the kitchens where the servant says, okay, you're a ways off from the main party area. He says, here, set them down here, and I'm sure Chef Mario will be by to prepare them soon.
Perfect.
Okay.
No, these were a gift for.
Mistress Rulon.
Oh,
Yes. Is she here, Jen? I assume she's
oh,
the
of
host.
course.
She's
She is the preeminent host of all of Akram. But if you will not drink, I don't think she will find your company very enjoyable.
Oh. Well, we have come all the way from Toba. We would hate to leave without paying our
respect.
regards.
Alright, roll a charisma -2. Thomas, he took the lead.
Yep, he did.
Yep.
No, 10. Actually, maybe that's okay.
Does that pass? What's your...
9. Yeah.
Okay.
Why is
This
that my
is-
check?
Very well.
21 minus 12.
Oh,
I don't want to risk her wrath if I sent you away without a proper introduction. Come. So you're leaving the barrels here.
somehow, yes.
Okay.
I mean, they know what to do.
Do they?
What do they do? Are they sealed in a barrel?
I feel like you gave him any instructions. Like,
Seal? I don't know about
The lid's on.
Yeah. They can pop that
Yeah, I
out.
mean,
I think that's bad.
Chef Mario opens it up, they're gonna just pour out of there.
yep. It's true.
One way or another, there's gonna be men out coming out of this barrel.
Yes, that's true.
I'll leave Mangging from
That
rafters.
might not be perfect timing, but
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright. She, or the servant leads you back to the main party area. And, yep. You see, kind of sitting on a large ornate carpet with just a circle of people around her, is a very pale-skinned woman wearing kind of this large amber torque around her neck, and she has this very strange helmet on that looks like kind of glazed, like locusts forming a crown around her head, and she is holding like this huge pipe in one hand and like supporting a jug like between her body ears so she can just take huge sips out of there. And there's all this laughter around her, and she looks up to see the four of you, and she says, "Oh, welcome.
So,
Who are you, pray tell?"
Is this a big room? Like,
Oh yeah,
she's surrounded by
there's
people?
probably like 150 people partying in here. You look far too sober.
Oh, Will, we
are.
are.
We are.
Yeah,
We are.
we're very.
We brought crabs for your party.
Long way from Toba. We deliver crabs.
What is your end game here?
Gotta eat these crabs.
But they're shooting.
Hi!
That was not my plan at all.
She says,
Are they poisonous?
"You a Tobin? You don't look Tobin. In
No.
fact, are you a lion-faced god? Still?"
No, it must be like a regular human.
Okay. Alright.
Regular human.
Alright.
Regular.
Well then she says, "Oh, funny, you don't look Tobin. But, well, thank you for the crabs. I'm sure they'll find their way on a plate to me in a minute or two." And she kind of is growing bored with you and is going back to talking to her. Well, thank you.
I thought we paid our respect.
How was
Join
this,
us next week.
how was this a better plan than you just marching in with your 500 soldiers?
We got here.
I didn't want to like have more loss somehow in that.
There's gonna be plenty of.
There's gonna be plenty
I
of
mean, I didn't know the type of
At the footsteps of
situation.
the Capitol.
I
it's
also
like,
don't understand how these powers
it's
work.
poison. They don't want to kill a single person.
No.
All right.
I say, well, toodaloo.
She like either didn't hear you or ignored you and is like smoking out of her big pipe.
I'm gonna whisper to Murt.
Okay.
Should I give her cancer? She'll die in 1d10 months.
Long after the war is ended.
Yeah, we need her gone sooner than that, my friend.
Not if it's
Let's go get our crabs.
All right. So we head back to the kitchen.
There's just human arms and legs all over the place. Like,
And that would not deter Mario.
Just plenty of meat.
Yeah.
There's more.
gigantic crab legs and arms.
Yeah, we head back to the kitchen.
Alright, in the kitchen, you see a scene of just absolute chaos. There's like one dead crab on the cutting board. A dead, like, human crab hybrid. Like, you'd have sanity lost just from looking at it if sanity was in this game. And then there's, like, this barrel just of, like, men, like, with just, like, shards of wood and, like, the railing.
are in there?
There are 25 on each
each.
barrel.
Oh, okay. That's
And
a lot of men in one room.
Yeah. It's very crowded.
so they didn't all come back at once, did they? I assume they had all more.
I mean, they don't have...
You didn't give them any instructions.
They're about to be butchered.
So, and like, there were some like at the very bottom who were like getting low on like air and like. So, Mario's being slain by some of the legionnaires who got out of there, but there's still many crabs who are kind of like wandering around, and occasionally you see like one man like, oh!
Transform! Dang it!
It's like popcorn.
All right.
So the dead crab is the captain we put on top, who couldn't
Yes.
turn back.
Yes.
Okay. So the one legionnaire who was half and half is clearly
He was just like.
You could have saved him.
It was under your
You left.
guardianship.
You left.
You killed your own men before your
killed,
enemies.
you've killed more men here out of combat than you did when you were fighting a Godbound with only 10 of them.
It's true. It's true.
No, we killed eight of their
You
guards.
killed
and-
one.
with you.
You killed one.
Okay, so
Anyway,
No,
here we
no,
are.
they killed one.
you
we killed.
shout
nine of
orders
them.
at them
It's
to
time.
transform.
Yeah, but now also we try to rip the barrels off so they can get out.
Yeah, I imagine
Try to
that.
help
I've
all
already
barrels.
been doing that.
Oh, okay. Good.
We will plan better
All right.
4 legionaries.
All right. So of your 100, 4 legionnaires are dead.
What a failure you are.
And like 3 are like 1 is like just totally unresponsive, but he still has like a pulse.
Alright.
2 are like injured, and then that means, let's see, 4, 2, 1. Okay, so you got 93 that are ready to fight.
He's gonna need names of all the ones that died.
No.
For the memorial of the great bishop.
The men that he was responsible for.
Alright.
Just
Yeah.
An ever
Alright.
growing list.
Okay.
Yeah, like one guy was like trying to transform like right in like the bottom corner of the barrel, and like as his body was expanding, it just
I like to think.
there
I like to
wasn't
think.
enough room.
I like to think his like
Yeah.
head popped out one end and then his arms popped out the other. You know, he's just wearing a
It
barrel.
was rough. There was loss, but you've got the vast majority are ready to fight.
Okay.
We're all dead now.
So pretty much everybody got killed in this room because
Mario.
Mario was the only one. technically?
Well,
Yeah.
and the guard.
All right, so there's the 4 of us, and then the 93. Because
Yep.
4 were.
Yep,
I,
so throw it down there.
I spend I miracle, and I do so it's for the day. A calamity averted. I name a particular disastrous event. The event I will name is myself and my allies shall not get intoxicated.
Nice.
That's calamitous.
Yeah.
I think it's up to him to define calamitous.
It can be a likely risk such as the
Well,
use
then
of a
anything can be
devastating.
calamitous.
But I have to foresee it. You can't say it
Okay.
after it's already happened.
Me dying.
I feel like this has already happened though. You've already like gone through and have become intoxicated.
No, you've been affected but not intoxicated, so there's no penalties. You just have a pleasant buzz from all of the vapors and stuff in the air.
Calamity averted.
Yeah.
What a calamity.
So you have to commit. This is a miracle.
Yes, it is.
So that's 2 effort.
Oh, there you go. Because for the day.
Name
Yes.
a particular disastrous event. How is getting drunk
I know.
disastrous?
In his eyes, it is.
This event cannot be the simple loss of a battle or failure at a task.
Correct. It's not.
Oh, that would have been good for the tidal wave.
Yeah, I know, but I'm not there,
Yeah.
and I'd have to foresee it.
There's no way getting drunk falls under this purview.
How do you know?
This is ridiculous.
That's exactly
Names-
what it says.
He's starting to persuade me on this a little bit.
Read it. Just read that shit. It's talking about like things exploding and stuff like that.
What's the word?
Calamitous, calamity averted.
Okay.
I'm gonna look up calamity.
Yeah, just look up the word calamity.
It says a disastrous event. You're stretching that.
A devastating power used by a foe.
That's what she's using.
I mean,
It's
if
likely we predict it might be. We don't know exactly. What
Well, I can tell that that's what's going on.
yeah.
You can tell.
My guy can.
sorry.
He allows it.
I'm very living document constitution here with the Godbound right now. It's
Right.
okay. So
Especially because I have to use 2 of them to have that
is
happen.
that just for you?
No, I said that for myself and my allies.
Oh, and so your chosen men, Thomas and you.
Yeah.
Okay. They're all like stone sober.
I mean, like, I would have had to know that Gulk was going to shoot a rocket pyramid and avert the calamity. I would have had to know that.
Plan these things ahead.
But you don't know what Gulk's going to do.
Oh yeah.
I can't just see the rocket and go, it doesn't happen. Like, that's not how it
Never
works.
saw the rocket.
No.
He told me about it. Alright, so I head back. I lead them to
Back to the party room.
the party room.
Alright. So some of the nearest by partygoers, when they see like these grim-faced men and legionnaires coming in, oh shit! What were your orders to them concerning all the partiers here?
Let's see.
Just a wholesale massacre?
Leave none.
Okay.
Oh,
Standing, at least. Standing.
Okay.
It's like leave now or forever hold your peace.
You give them all that opportunity?
Yep, I'll say.
He does.
Party's over.
Okay. She says, oh. What is your true purpose then? If you've not come to enjoy my hospitality, then go. Leave in peace.
You're heading north to Raleigh, correct?
Well, if my emperor calls, or if the regent calls for me, I shall answer. Yes.
I'm sorry, you won't make it there.
Oh no.
And I attack her.
Well, are you? I mean, you have to charge across.
Yeah, of course.
Oh, all right, combat begins.
That's what I mean.
Do you jump directly there? That's probably not necessary.
Nah.
Okay, combat has begun.
Yep.
You have the
So it depends on if these people want to stay, what the Legionnaires do. Because if
Okay.
they all stay, well,
then
that's
the master.
they'll be more busy with them.
Okay, all right.
So,
She is 50
Yeah.
feet away.
and our speed is 30, isn't it?
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I go 30 squares, and then I use the world is against you.
That's something you'd say in Twilight Imperium.
It's a very,
The world is against you.
a very Murt line.
100 feet away, I use luck as a weapon.
Okay.
You are unlucky.
Yeah.
I wonder if I could just turn her into a crab.
You can. She just be able to make a saving throw.
Would you still be able to use her powers as a crab?
She can also. If she's
22. Sean.
she's
22 versus.
presumably Godbound with the intoxication word.
Oh, that
The
is.
her.
I mean, you're not adding your strength mod.
So she
No,
can
I
use
added
effort
my
to
attack
automatically
bonus and my
succeed.
charisma modifier of 1.
Godbound.
I'm actually,
Godbounds can use effort
3.
to succeed on saving
Well,
throws.
Oh,
Isn't it-
okay. Oh, yeah.
I have
no
3
idea.
from leveling.
So, I
right?
mean,
You can start
you
with
could
4. I don't.
try.
It doesn't
if
really
she fails
specify what
and
it should
she
be.
spends an effort, that's one less
Yeah.
effort she
You know what I'm
can
saying?
use.
Like
Right,
the
true.
luck one.
So
what would?
Yeah, I
It's
don't
kind of
know,
a
it's up to
win-win.
Ziggy, I think.
So that's why
I
I.
just
win-
figured it was not
Win-win
strength.
lose.
No, I didn't do
Effort
my
for
plus 8.
effort.
I only did plus 4 because of the.
Do you not have that ability?
You understand what
What?
we're talking about?
Oh, you have to commit.
So the luck power,
For
you
an
use
unwill-
luck,
for a worthy
but we don't have
Yeah.
what the attack bonus to that would be.
I don't know if that would be. I mean,
You know what I'm
Oh,
saying?
I'm
Like I have what my
probably not gonna
strength
do it.
one would be.
I'm just
Yeah.
gonna smite.
So
You
I
use
can't
charisma?
smite is.
that's what I thought. it
Sure.
would be.
That's
So-
fine.
Or, I don't. Maybe it's not
so
smiting.
it's only a
just
plus 1.
Miracle.
Correct.
That's
Yeah.
But then you still get a natural attack bonus
Well, that-
leveling.
yeah.
You do.
So
Yeah.
a 21.
Okay. Yep, that hits.
Okay. And that's a D10. 3. So that's what, 1 damage?
1 damage.
Ah, of course.
So what was this attack look like then?
It's just luck.
Luck.
She gets bad luck.
Okay.
She
So,
slips
like-
up and
Like
miracle.
a board falls from the ceiling.
Yeah,
and
pretty
strikes
much.
her.
Yeah, that type
Oh.
of stuff. Yeah.
Okay.
So obviously, if it's more severe, it's like
Yep.
a rock flies through the air
Yeah.
out of nowhere.
Yeah, okay.
off the
Board
ground.
with a nail.
All right,
I'm
Thomas.
bored with it there.
I want to use a miracle to do the. I believe it's called smite.
Yeah.
I was about to look it up unless you already know
Divine
exactly
Smite.
how it works.
48 automatic hit.
Yeah, it costs an effort. Well, it's a miracle.
It's a miracle.
4 separate
It's a
attacks.
miracle.
Yeah, I remember that.
So 1 damage. 0 damage. 2 damage. So 3 total. And 4 total.
Okay.
Not
Not good.
Not
Could be worse.
Could be worse.
Could have been 0.
Yes. Yes, it could.
That sounds like a studs thing to do.
Studs roll.
correct.
Okay. So the Legionnaires, are they ordered to rush her or to take control of the room?
They turn back to crap.
What are the party goers doing?
Did they mostly flee?
Well, it's been 6 seconds since you shouted this, so
Oh, shit.
they're mostly in a state of confusion. But I mean, you see just mixed reactions from everybody. Some seem to actually want to step in and defend her. Some looks like they're just trying to get to the fastest exit. This was just a big party.
I'd say control the rooms first.
Yep.
Yeah.
Anybody who wants to stay, you know what to do.
All right.
Which
Give them a
Okay.
candy.
So they're gonna start. I mean,
Give 'em a
they're
lollipop.
easily gonna be able to overwhelm this whole
Yeah.
room pretty quickly.
okay.
So that'll keep the Legionnaires busy for about 3 rounds.
All right.
It is the Godbound's turn.
So Thomas, you didn't
it's a
go
Godbound
up to her,
confirmed.
obviously, right?
Right.
Okay. So you further back than I am.
Yeah.
Okay.
Good. Am I under your guardianship?
No.
Guardianship. And father?
You're just like a legionnaire.
Not yet. Oh, I imagine, Sean, we just have like our 4 stack. That's what is attacking her. So the 2 legionnaires that are with us, like the.
Oh yeah, they're gonna join in.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do we have a dark man force this?
No.
That's Aladdin.
Aladdin deal.
Unless Adam gives
Things
them
you don't
one.
say on stream.
I will promote the guy who's been on, like, if he survives all of this, he should become the Dark Man, but
It's not entirely a good thing.
no.
Okay. Thomas, did you do that from 50 feet away, or did you move in closer to smite?
Say
Probably
range.
50 feet.
Yeah.
And I'm
I don't know.
I'm
what the
20
range is
feet
on
from
that. I
her,
assume it was
Okay.
like as far as
and he's
Sure.
Yep.
Yeah.
Right. You and your 2 legionnaire bros.
Die.
She like opens her mouth, and all these insects just start pouring out.
Oh my.
Why didn't you predict this shit?
That's a calamity.
technically I
Dumbass.
could see that somewhat coming, but not exactly. Couldn't
It's got-
exactly see
It's got
that
the
one.
intoxication, the insect word so far.
Right. So you can roll a hardiness
Maybe
save,
she's
Murt.
got the incest word.
The incest word.
The incest word.
God of incest.
How does that work?
What was
Phil's
your
favorite
total?
word.
How does hardiness
That's your word.
rolls work?
You roll
Higher
the
than your
dice.
hardiness?
Oh yeah, my hardiness is an 8. I roll a 16. Does that mean I'm unaffected by the
It means
Yes.
you have damage.
have damage?
So only 30.
These insects just blow this.
30 straight damage.
All right.
Oh my god, I know how that goes.
Oh man.
So you and your 2 buddies would all take 3. You would take 3. They would take 6.
Okay.
Still pretty big hit.
Will
For
they
them, yeah,
Yeah,
survive
for them.
that hit? Those hits?
No.
Okay.
I mean, they're very close, but they can't quite take that full
full.
blast. Yeah.
Okay.
You gotta absorb it.
It's a lot of damage to absorb.
Yeah.
Can use
Okay,
a
well,
lot of
Sean,
it.
That was one of her greater insect
so
powers.
if I commit effort for the sea and Adam as a miracle, 1. So this is gone for the day, correct?
Yeah.
But this is gone for this
The battle.
the battle. I will do Shed the Black Rain, committing effort for the scene, negating a harmful gift. Target at the area the Godbound occupies.
Okay.
So that blocks it for the area,
Yep.
which is me and my allies.
Okay.
Because it's in the affected zone.
All right. So these insects, like, they're about to start like poisoning you and going into your bloodstream and all that, and then you just this nice power word shield around.
Pretty
all of you
much.
guys. Okay, that's cool.
One after left.
Right, I know.
Okay.
I have 3 effort.
Then
Let's do this over here is gone. That's left.
Building your back up there for Phil.
Now that I'm back, I know you're gonna probably kill these
Is it us
Yeah.
then? Back again?
yes.
The capital.
I will.
Don't drink the water supply from the capital either.
We don't go to Dulimbai anymore.
I just gotta stay
It's
away
a
from
hot
animals.
zone.
Because of seeing that, Sean,
Yeah.
my
For
next
capital's
hit
gravy
will
ground
be
0.
I will walk up to her, so I'm next to her.
Good.
Okay.
But then, because like I said,
It's
the
like
rest of the
this mysterious
Legionnaires are
man's gonna
not.
come in and
They're
poison
busy.
the water, then this other
Yeah,
But I will
mysterious man drinks
sanctified
it.
shield me, Thomas, and my the 2 Legionnaire
You shielding us?
leaders. Yes. So they are under my guardianship now, just the 3 of them. Because I can only put on a dozen,
Oh.
which I'm not going to randomly pick guys in the crowd. So I won't attack her, but I protect the 3 of
Okay.
them.
All right. Thomas's turn.
Go Thomas.
I will approach.
Oh, do I get to fray damage a worthy?
No.
No, it's only less.
You kill
You want
one
to
of these
some
party
party
goers.
goers?
Oh, just destroy him.
You.
Do you want to?
No,
Yeah,
no,
might
I
as well.
don't.
All right.
Oh, man.
Might as well.
It's, can I throw a dagger?
Yeah.
Does dagger have any range? How much range does dagger have?
If you get
I'd say if you're within 30 feet,
that's
it'll be like a normal dexterity.
Alright,
just,
so
like,
I'll,
slip one
move
day
and
and-
throw.
All right.
Effort was for your luck thing. Oh, okay.
These are the 2 done for the day.
And what did you just use for the protect?
A normal
17.
action. I own that.
No, I meant the block.
Yep, that just barely hits.
You use effort to block the bugs.
No, luck, I own that bow.
Yeah, but you have to commit effort to keep using it.
Oh.
1
So
damage.
right now you have 0 effort, but you can get that back at any time.
And I'll fray.
Well, it
I'll
comes
fray.
back to me right away,
Okay.
doesn't it?
Yes,
There's
as long as
a
you
guy
stop it.
you saw who
Yeah,
was
I
trying
stopped
to
using it
store
already.
so-
Like,
used
well,
it
well, I'm in
You will frame.
Dulimbai.
I see what you're saying.
I have familiar fates going, so I'm down in effort the whole time.
Oh,
until
so if I wanted to
give
keep
up my
using that
I rolled
power,
a
it would just
D8.
be an effort used.
Yeah, that's-
I already
You would
took
just
it
you would
back.
never you would
Oh,
never
yeah,
have an
that's
effort.
it.
Yeah, I
back.
took
Oh,
it
he-
back.
Yeah.
Oh, he's exploded. He's done.
Who's done?
I frayed
He's
some.
frayed.
Did you throw a dagger?
Oh.
Yeah. I only did 1 damage to her.
That's not
But I
bad.
did 2 damage to some guy drawing a dagger.
Just it wanted curve.
Good.
Jeez.
Damn Dulimbains.
So if you use that, it still takes another action the next turn, right?
God, no, it's not an action.
Okay.
I
Ah.
forgot my base attack bonus. I
You
was
see like her ring and middle fingers in each hand like kind of like merge together and form into like these stingers and she's clutch.
Of course.
Yikes. Alright. Oh, this is just damage.
Oh, it doesn't.
Just, nope, you just go right to yep.
It's beautiful.
Just damage.
Alright. You take 2 damage, Murt.
That's just against me.
Yep.
You're going to die.
She can. Are you the only one in melee range?
Unless the Legionnaires came up, yes. I was the only one who moved forward. I think the
yeah, no,
Legionnaires...
they would have.
Okay. Would they have attacked her then, obviously?
She did 1 damage to another one, so I'll keep track of him. He's the first one to take damage.
I take that down.
Oh, alright, never mind.
You're going to die.
Okay.
You
Okay.
can't escape.
At the start of your turn, Mert, you take 1 point of toxin damage.
Okay.
See?
I'll be able to refresh you one day.
Yep.
One day.
Well, you could miracle and refresh
The
me.
Legionnaires have like probably 40 people either killed, ushered away, or captured.
Okay.
So, and about another 40 have like fled. So like more than half of the party goers have been handled. So otherwise that would probably be a mob that would be harassing you guys. But soon they'll be able to help you with
They're
their.
dealing with them. Okay.
Wheeling and
I
dealing.
will... I'll attack her with my fist.
Okay.
Oh, yeah?
1 punch.
For 22.
Yep.
That hits.
Of course.
I think you just have to beat 20, right?
5.
Minus
Yes.
their AC.
Yes.
21,
No,
I think.
you add their AC.
Or add their AC.
Yeah.
It's a 5, so 2 damage?
5 is 1 damage.
Is it?
Yep.
Oh, yeah,
I
it is.
regret wasting an effort on turning that guard into a crab.
Yep. Unnecessary.
Flashback.
That was another 48 damage I could have done.
Alright.
You out of.
Alright. I'll miracle this miracle smite
Okay.
and do the 48
How much effort do you have left then?
2.
It's 2 damage.
2 damage.
Alright, good.
1 damage. 3 total.
4 damage.
Yeah. And that's 2 more. So 6
6.
total.
So wow.
That's a pretty good one.
Alright.
I tame.
She's looking. She's not looking good.
Okay.
Only Stud's got the tough Godbound.
Fucking like 10 straight damage in 1 round.
Yeah.
Jeez. He was
like
pretty
the
rough.
weak little Godbound merch.
She's gonna attack you with her mandibles one more time.
Alright.
Mandibles.
Yep.
Well, she just auto hits me on that.
Yep. Yep. So let's see what she's doing.
She double poisons.
1 damage.
Mandible.
And all of a sudden, you see her eyes like she looks at you, looks at your normal god-looking man again, and she like turns into a pillar of liquid and just
Fighting sound always
Is it still a
ends it.
puddle on her?
like yeah. I mean the floor looks damp.
Is it back to our action?
Yep.
Yeah.
The Legionnaires are just going to take care of the
I'm gonna
rest of
try
it.
to.
You take 1 point of toxin damage.
Okay.
I want to try to turn the water into a crab.
Crab.
Yeah,
What a
if that's
concept.
still her.
Okay. You extend your lion paw and feel that there is no life force in that water. So there's no raw material for you to make
Okay.
a crab there.
Fools. Failed.
Maybe she's at the capital now.
Maybe.
Just
Well, there'll
more
be
for
death
your,
and
more for your
destruction.
stack. Yeah.
Death and destruction will happen.
You failed, Murt, again.
Well, no, they succeeded the first time.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he keeps letting people die.
Oh well, yeah, that's true.
I look around the room. It's like, where did she go?
Most of them are pissing themselves in fear because of these legionnaires, or too incoherent to respond to you. But the legionnaires eventually find like one guy who they say, no, this guy's got to know something, and they throw him before a Hugod. He looks up at you in fear.
And I say, where is she? Tell me, son. Where is she?
Would you like a child?
It's gonna sound crazy to you, but any drink that is from her source of power, she may emerge out of. She probably came out of the cup of some other place. Perhaps in the city, perhaps leagues from here.
Where does she supply drink to?
Throughout Dulimbai.
She's crafty.
You done goofed.
She's crafty.
Maybe we should have smited instead of just tanking.
That's true. We could have doubled down.
I could have, man.
I mean,
Hindsight.
I'll be very meta. Once she's bloodied, she'll use that ability. Like that's kind of her.
We would have had her
so
pretty
you
hard
needed-
after
you
the
needed
bloody.
that. Yep.
Well,
It's a good strategy.
Yep.
You know, escape.
Stun strategy.
Escape
So,
over there. I didn't wait till I was bloody. I wait till I was dead.
So you've got a room. You've got about like 30 captured party goers, and there's probably about 50 of them dead, and then the rest fled.
say, well, we cannot kill her, but
Blood runs red.
I feel like, what is this building we're in?
This is like a large Dulimbain manor. It's like, think of like kind of the Japanese architecture with like the sliding doors and like slate rooftops and kind of just large gardens in the central area. That's what this is like.
Well, we've already shown our hand, so we might as well loot and then burn down this manor.
Okay.
Okay. Roll both of you can roll d20.
Both at 20.
I rolled a 4.
Okay.
I also rolled a 4.
Okay.
Excellent.
Was going good more important?
What?
I will never answer a question like that.
Because I could
If you
change
want-
this into an 18.
That's
was
your
my
I can
decision.
answer the question, Murt. It's that only you
I
can decide.
changed it into an 18.
All right. Thomas, you can improve your wealth by 1 score. Murt, you do not do so, but you find in a safe an amulet that's has like this onyx-colored skull on it, and it's just resonating with power. Okay. You feel like once it's on your neck, you have the feeling that nothing will ever be able to take this off of you unless you remove it
Oh.
yourself.
Okay.
Or you're
Yep.
Could be. So we'll call it just an onyx.
Yeah,
Amulet
say
of-
Onyx Skull Amulet.
Seems more like a curse.
But I can take it off.
You can.
So
Oh,
no
so
one
you
else
take it off
can.
anytime.
Why do you want it?
It's like a parlor trick.
What
It's
is
like, who can take this amulet from me?
Yeah.
I'll bet you 10 wealth.
It's like Mjolnir. You think you can lift this?
Yeah, but
Yeah.
the old also had other uses.
All right.
This is true.
Phil, you've spent a couple of days riding with Aladdin's escort.
Sure.
You're facilitating party. You're quickly the favorite person in the escort, apart from Aladdin and his princess bride.
Sure.
It's pretty slow going. You're like leaving the Oasis states. You're crossing into the Patreon border now.
Oh.
You're kind of by where the Maw of the Marsh claimed your previous character's life.
So no man.
But you are unconnected from that event. You do not have that memory. And Aladdin says, "Oh, this marsh has an ill air about it. Don't like it."
Very damp here.
I mean, Aladdin's been there, right?
Yes,
shit.
he was there.
He fought in the battle.
He tells you a horrible tale. He says,
Oh my God.
"We're gonna stick to this high ground over on our left here. We're gonna avoid this marsh as best we can."
That sounds like a great idea.
Okay.
Does not sound exciting.
No.
Sinkhole happens.
Permanent
From miles away.
So after
He's
so you
there
guys
again.
murder, or well, yeah, I mean you burn down, destroy her home, then are just on to the next town. You might have to kill like some of the town guards who respond to it, but that would be easy for your war party. I'll just say you automatically dispatch them. Okay.
Then yeah, we would be heading to. Is it
Inland.
Yushan?
Yizao.
Yizao.
Yep.
Which is we've been told to the north they're rallying
Oh yeah. No,
To
so
the
that'll be close to the rally point.
from both sides.
Yes.
And you've got 2 Godbounds to deal with.
There, yeah.
All right.
God.
And now you're traveling overland.
Yes.
Thomas, are you going to do a mass transformation for this part of the journey?
Because we leave our boats here now.
I mean, you've still
Or
got
by leaving here.
about
Or
400
You're heading inward.
We have to
Yeah,
head. We can't.
inland,
There's no more.
What's between the ships and us right now?
the town. You have to. I mean, no one can oppose you left in this town. You drove away the Godbound, so.
We might as well
Let the rivers run red.
Oh my God! Just butcher
just,
the town.
They're Dulimbain.
Oh my
They're
God.
just go get our army. We'll just march through town.
They're not real humans.
Get
Okay.
the rest of our army.
So,
my
so you get the rest of the
War!
soldiers off
Yeah.
the ship. Okay.
Same.
Yeah. And we leave the ships.
A little
Yeah,
personal
no, you don't
vendetta
even-
for me now.
But you
Exactly.
should
We burn the ships.
That's nice symbolic.
probably. Because what are
We
we?
can turn ourselves into fish.
Burning of the ships.
Yeah.
We don't want these
Like
Dulimbains
Fëanor.
sailing off on our
Yes.
ships.
No.
That's really
Actually-
badass when he does that. He's like,
Yeah.
"You think we're going home? No,
We ain't going.
no."
Yeah, sure. I don't know. What are we gonna do?
We burn them.
Okay.
There's a lot of burning going on in this city.
Oh yeah.
So much
A night
partying.
of tears for that town.
Nice.
The night of joy.
So we failed one
Ancient
part, but we.
empire.
The main part.
Yeah.
The most important part.
Yeah.
Yes. You failed.
You feel like then the guy Studs faced failed too, but did he? Did he Stud?
I
Yeah.
mean, by
He
Studs,
did fail.
Studs surviving in one sense could be called a success.
Yes.
That's
But not
Hey,
for.
as for us.
Who you
Not for
opposed? For
the
the
Shimbians. Yeah.
All right. So
We're gonna fly.
You don't fly
by the time you guys make it to your next town, I think the timeline will be reconciled
I think
for
so.
like you and actually he's gonna arrive in the capital a little bit before you guys.
Probably. It's a pretty. We have to go across the whole.
Yeah. But
Okay.
Studs is there before anybody.
Yeah.
I guess.
Yes.
Yeah.
So you and Gold
I guess
finally
so.
found a sewer. You looked for a sewer for like a day.
For way too long.
And he says, "This is going to be perfect. Look at this. We found it."
All right.
What is,
Excellent.
what is he? Is he a kangaroo?
He's a kangaroo.
Yeah, that's right. Okay. Yeah.
Fucking campaign.
Perfect.
He is a kangaroo.
Yeah. Imagine a graphic novel of this campaign. Like just
God.
all of it put to picture. It would be
It's
this.
just drug fueled.
Okay.
Complete nonsense.
So we're in head in,
Yep.
and I want to find like, kind of like a drain pipe that leads up into like the streets.
You find one.
Perfect. I'm going to leave half the cases
Okay.
here.
Golk takes one of his kangaroo paws and creates like a perfect recess in the sewer wall for you to put them in there.
Excellent.
And then he closes it with his paw and he points out the brick and he says, now I fully expect to come back with you alive to this place, but if we get separated, he like marks it, like he grows like one of his, he says, can you grow one of my kangaroo nails longer?
Sure.
Alright, and then he makes a little X on it and he says,
Alright.
push this. Alright.
Perfect.
Okay.
And then we're gonna head to
He
the
does have he does have some artifice abilities.
fancy him.
Mhm.
We're gonna head to the front gate now with
Of the Imperial Palace?
the,
Or of the
of
city?
the city.
Okay.
How many cases was it again?
You have 10 cases.
I have on me, or if I have 5
how many
on me?
did you deposit?
Half.
Okay, yep, so 5 cases are in the sewer cache and the other on your person.
Perfect.
Okay.
So we're just gonna walk up to the guards.
Alright, we'll go hops.
Yeah.
Silently hops because his feet never fully touch the
Never makes noise.
yeah,
when you walk.
no, he doesn't.
He's a character.
Perfectly silent.
Perfect. We need that.
Yep. Alright, well, I mean, you're in the capital. There's all sorts of rumors buzzing around. Terrorism, upcoming war, signs of the end times, whispers of a made god finding interest in the. There are all sorts of things. What's the region gonna do? There's a big important civil service examination coming up for all the people who have to take that. So it's even a levitating kangaroo hopping around you. I mean, only those who would really take a close look would know that he levitates. But basically, despite his ridiculous appearance, you don't have unwanted attention, so you can just go up to the gate guards. And you look like a Dulimbain and act and talk like a Dulimbain.
Yep.
Okay, so they just give you a nod.
Perfect. I'll walk right in.
Okay.
I want to go to an inn.
There are probably 50 in the city to choose from. Are you looking for any particular kind or just an average?
The busiest one.
Busiest, okay. You find one at a where the main avenue comes up to the marketplace. So there's tons of people in here.
Perfect.
Yep.
I will walk up to the barkeep.
Okay. He's very busy. So a couple minutes after you kind of nudge your way into a gap in the counter, he makes it over to you and says, "Yes."
Well, I can see that business is very well for you here.
Oh yes, it's lunchtime.
I have a proposition for you that could increase your business tenfold.
Well, time is money, and tenfold sounds great, but I'm very busy, so let's hear it.
I have these amazing elixirs that will make any drink more potent in its effects and more delicious.
Well, I don't want them getting too drunk so that they can't pay. But yes, a delicious drink. That would be a nice premium I could add. Let me sample one.
I mean, you mix it with your current stock.
Oh, okay. He pours like a mug about 4/5 of the way full, and he says, "Is that good?"
Are you a
Yeah. Do I know how long this lasts?
I mean, it's a lethal toxin.
Okay, so forever.
No, I meant how long it takes to.
Oh no. I mean, they did not have They
tested on a bunch of people.
No.
Just gonna kill Dulimbain bartenders one by one.
Okay, I'm going to pour him a drop of the antidote.
Oh, so you mix the antidote in with the...
Nope, just a little drop of the antidote with just the drink, not any of the
None of the poison.
Okay.
poison.
Wonder what that would do.
So, is there anything you're doing to make the drink more delicious?
Isn't,
I'm going to
snake
tell
venom
him
antidote,
that he was
like,
tasting a
other
really
snake
delicious
venom,
drink.
or isn't something like
You
that?
have deception?
Yes.
I thought I heard that.
Alright.
It's a good question.
And, yeah, I'd probably have to commit effort for that because I only have the familiar face in there.
Yeah, all of your lies being believed does not default for deception.
No,
That's
that is
Liar's Flawless Grace,
Yeah.
which I will put effort in
Gift
for that. For the miracle.
So a miracle.
Yeah.
Okay. Takes a drink and says, "That is without a doubt the best little additive I've ever tasted. Yes, I'd be very interested. Looks like you only put a drop in there. Very efficient. Well, yes, let's do business."
Alright. And then I open up one of the other cases of the actual stuff, and it's just like, I'm traveling around and trying all across Dulimbai, so I don't know exactly how busy you are. So how much, with that drop in mind, do you think you'll need? Yeah.
So, well, I mean, if I get my premium customers who want to try some of the sample, I mean, how much are you willing to sell? I mean, you've got a whole briefcase full there.
I'd be willing to part with the whole briefcase.
Well, case? I mean, of course I'll try to make the most, or maximize my profit, but, yeah, I'd love to take the case off your hands.
Excellent.
He says, just a moment. He goes back, comes back with just this big sack full of jingling coins, and he like takes a ring off his finger, throws that in there, and he says, well, I think there's a fair deal. This is most of what I have.
Sure. So that looks good to me.
Okay, he hands you the sack of like trinkets and coins.
Yeah.
And you let him take the case. He like runs his hand over the case itself. He says, "What's this made out of?" It's like a steel. It's like a steel.
Yeah.
And it's got like the nice like the fuzzy like inside.
Yeah.
Like he's just it's a remarkable case.
The finest leather a man could find.
He's just gonna sell the case.
Yeah,
He just throws away the vials. Okay, well, you've struck a bargain, and he's going to introduce his new premium drink onto his menu. But that's going to take a little bit of time because he's still dealing with all the orders.
That's fine. Doesn't have to happen right away.
Okay.
Well, how much did you give me?
Oh,
Not that it really matters to me, but
what's your wealth at?
my wealth said 0.
All right, you're up to 1 wealth.
Perfect.
Ooh, that was like so much of what he's like is squirreled away and everything that he knows is really going to be a great
Big hit.
yeah.
got that crap up the back.
Now, in the capital, is there like how would this is not like super advanced? So they drink from a well, or
It's
get
like
water from a well?
it's like high medieval Beijing. So they have it's not a. I mean, some wells, yes, in some areas, but they do have like a waterway. Like there's like a big river that's running through town, and so they have canalways that like divert from the river and like feed different or provide water to different districts. So they're not quite as advanced in plumbing as the Patrians are, but they still have you can see like
And
there's
never will be.
there's like early level aqueducts and stuff.
Okay, I want to go to one of them.
Okay.
I'm gonna use I guess I'll just use Walking Ghost.
Walking.
You cannot be detected by lesser foes unless you attack them or otherwise draw blatant attention, even if you are standing right in front of the NPC. Worthy
Okay.
foes have a chance to notice you with a spirit saving throw if you go into their presence or they are actively searching for hidden foes. Attacks and loud actions always draw attention. Behind this gift, blah blah blah. Alright, so that's what I want to do. I want to go to an aqueduct and basically dump another case worth. No, 2 cases worth.
Okay, so you're like seeing where like the water's going to like these crowded areas of the city. And you're just gonna open your case and just start dump. Okay, 2 cases are done. So you've gone through 3 cases. All right. Yep. Well, you see the liquid just flood in there, and or the join the waterway, and it continues on. So you'll have to wait and see the effects of this.
Then I want to repeat the bar thing 2 more times.
Okay. Just roll an intelligence and let me know what the roll is. This will just basically determine how well distributed your bar hopping is.
It's a 12.
Okay. You have a pretty good like geometric triangle of the capital, so that you're reaching a good distribution. And then when you're done with that, Golk says, "Nice. So celebratory pouch grab."
Never again. Gulk.
Oh, all right.
And
But-
Gulk will do it.
But Gulk, feel free to have
Okay.
a Dulimbai.
Oh, sure. And he goes right back into the bar you just were in. Okay.
I mean, be a cat.
He doesn't need much encouragement.
No,
so.
I know.
Oh my
Alright,
god.
so 2 and 3 are teams. 20.
Are you murdering Gulk?
Not my responsibility. It's Gold's responsibility. He's the one that's murdering
Alright, what's
himself.
25?
The large dinosaur appears in the area and starts rampaging.
Yes!
Are you in the capital?
Yup.
Okay, you're good.
And Gold just had all bag effects removed from him.
Wow.
However,
Removed from the reader.
oh yeah, for the reader. So nothing.
Okay, nothing
I was
happens.
like,
Nothing happens. Gold still gets.
yeah, he's still this freak. You see this kangaroo with like this really scared face, like jumping away from the building, as like a ×2 size T-Rex just spawns on top of the inn, and
Some Monster Hunter shit.
yeah, and it just ferociously starts ravaging the city, eating people, destroying buildings.
Perfect.
Gulk's just, let's get out of here.
Alright, we turn into eagles and get the fuck
All
out
right,
of there.
all right.
But beforehand, I want to go on
Doesn't
the
that go
outside.
against your poisoning idea? Because aren't people just going to be running away rather than drinking anything?
Did I know that was going to
Why
happen?
didn't you predict this calamity?
I was like, yes, it does mitigates. Like, it does
You
make a
try
lot
to-
of my.
You could try to kill the dinosaur.
I'm somewhere far away and say, don't let a giant T-Rex
Boy,
land on
that would have
the
been
inn."
incredible.
And when you get there, oh my
Yeah,
god,
it's
it's
just a good
lights
mile.
out for
Yeah.
the capital. Oh,
There's a Godbound.
yeah.
Can I tell that this dinosaur has a dragon lord? If it does.
Why would
It
it have
does-
a
it
dragon?
does not.
I don't know. Maybe it's a dragon.
It's a dinosaur.
Yeah.
An ancient dragon.
It is not the biological forerunner of
Darn.
the dragon.
It might be like a chicken.
Could be a
It
chicken.
could be bird form.
Okay.
I don't want to
It's like
actually
the most
leave too
modern
far.
theory of dinosaurs.
Tempest,
I always
you
think
got
about
Debunked in the 90s.
Tempest, you've got some gas cloud.
That was just
Why
Jurassic
not?
Park.
I heard it about it.
Sean, I
like
don't want to
10
actually
years.
leave.
No way.
No, I know. I
Jurassic
know you're
Park.
still
They
there.
were not.
Wait, what?
They were not.
'Cause there should be two
in,
Godbounds.
Jurassic
Yeah,
Park. They
two
were
of
reptiles.
Yes.
Well,
Oh,
no,
so you're
birds
having
are
surveillance
descendants of
tool. Okay.
dinosaurs.
Good.
That
Very
was
good.
the theory of the guy
I'm running
that
low.
Yeah, no, I'll
devised
come
like
right back.
Jurassic Park.
No, that's a theory of modern.
No way.
Yeah, I,
Yes.
thought I mean Jurassic
it up.
Park. They don't have
I don't have
feathers.
phones in my
They don't
car.
have feathers in Jurassic Park.
What? My phone's my car.
That's
what
more
you're saying,
wild
Walter?
than any bird
It's
dinosaur.
on like no battery, and I forgot.
No, it's. I mean,
Um,
that's a scientific.
Mang,
That's like a thing.
if you wish, you have big pulls if you want, or are you?
No, I'm just gonna foist this random race change one on some Dulimbain.
Okay. All right.
That's it.
Then you'll fast travel. You'll be about a day out of the capital.
Okay.
All right, Studs. You see a godbound, or perhaps a godbound. A very capable man
I don't
arrives.
know if that's a reliable source without.
He flies in.
Can I
This
tell
is
he's
the
Patreon
Natural History Museum of
Oh
Los
yeah, he is
Angeles.
Patreon.
Patreon?
Some-
All right, so I know who he is.
Yep. You can take a good look at his face.
Adam, literally it says here, evidence that birds evolved from the carnivorous
So he
predators
flew
that
in.
ruled the
He did.
Mesozoic
As a human.
ecosystems is
Yep.
plentiful and comes from disparate lines
You
of
see,
evidence.
all of a sudden, like in his hand, like this giant sword
Where's the dinosaurs,
materializes, and with one
What?
mighty swing,
Birds are dinosaurs.
cuts
except
off the
for
dinosaurs.
Birds are dinosaurs,
Yeah,
but not all dinosaurs are birds.
that's
That's probably
that's probably the
that's logic.
Okay.
Actually,
like
takes two swings. The first swing like goes in deep.
Like,
So the
he's
birds
like
we have
stunned,
came from some of the
and
dinosaurs.
the
like
dinosaur,
oceans are
like,
water,
Not
but
all
not
T-Rex,
dinosaurs
like,
became
kind of-
birds.
no,
tries
but
to
all
shake him
birds
off,
came from dinosaurs.
and he gets thrown off for a moment, but then
Alright,
he's able
then
to
we're
just
both
get up
right.
again. And
I mean,
attack
like
himself.
all
Okay.
humans are primates, but not all primates are humans. I don't know. Like a T-Rex
Right,
didn't
I-
necessarily turn into a chicken, but a chicken came from a
So
dinosaur.
I
that
assume
may
it
or may
suggests
not-
Alright, so there you go.
It suggests that T-Rex is like chicken texture, like
Do you want to like see where it
terms of
goes?
taste.
that like looks.
What?
Because you're an eagle, so you
Maybe.
evolve.
Maybe.
So
Yeah.
I was thinking of it's a giant
Okay.
like reptile. It's really like a giant.
chicken.
I think more like a pterodactyl.
He goes to
I
the
don't know,
Imperial
chickens, they got-
compound,
they're like
but not into
bipedal,
the
they got,
palace
like,
itself.
short
He goes
arms.
into like a smaller
Yeah,
side
it's
building
like
on the
a
inside
T-Rex.
of the courtyard.
Only
Maybe it's like the
And
barracks or
roosters
something
are
like that.
crazy,
So-
man.
they're crazy.
They'll like peck your eyes out.
Penguins.
So a T-Rex became a rooster. Is this what you're
No.
saying to me?
That's
penguins.
has
the
feathers.
I think
calamity.
there's no way for you to prove
Penguins
that.
came from
That's
dinosaurs.
the
Oh,
calamity I
Bad.
should have averted.
Penguins came from dinosaurs. That's fucking
Gold
crazy.
says that guy's definitely a godbound.
Penguin.
Oh,
Nice,
I'm
nice
looking
to you.
up
Absolutely.
a modern
He says-
illustration of a T-Rex.
My guess is he has the sword
T-Rex
gift
modern.
That and Sky.
Yep.
I think it's like dinosaurs
sounds good
that
too.
have feathers.
Maybe he has another one up his sleeve.
Alligator
But we know
embryos
those two
look
for sure.
very similar to chickens.
Absolutely.
But there's still
Oh.
alligators around.
I don't know.
But and they were
We
then
can poison this guy, I mean,
yeah.
but they were much probably
There's no
larger.
protection.
That is
Oh, yeah, like
true.
the
Alligator
most
or
animals.
something
What?
like an alligator looks kind of like a traditional dinosaur.
Very true.
Well, there were
From
things
my
that looked
vantage
like
point, do I see
crocodiles like haven't
aqueducts
changed in
that
the last
lead
like
directly
100
to
years.
Yeah.
They've just
the
gotten
palace?
smaller.
There's one.
This is all in the feed.
my other? Oh no, I need to go get the other
Fucking
5.
dinosaurs and chickens.
Maybe a velociraptor came out.
Oh, Batman's
Maybe.
Can I
Or
I think this is a
get a
debatable.
rough estimate
I
of
don't
where I
think-
left
Is
it
it
in
something
relationship to the city from above?
Can I see it?
Yeah, so if like
No, there's no
here's a
debate about
square
that.
with
God, that's so
Yeah.
freaking
the main gate's
So
like right in the
that's
center of
T-Rex
the
that
bottom one
became
here.
a bird.
Your sewer
I
was
don't know why
like
it's
here.
showing
So it was like 2 feet away from the gate, but I just got lost.
Well, what do you mean?
intense.
Like
That's
the
a modern
sewer
city
entrance
right
wasn't
there.
that far away from the gate, and I just got
That's
lost.
hard to tell. We need
Why would you get lost?
pictures?
Because when I was
there.
looking for it took me forever.
See camera pictures.
Well, no, you were
That's
looking
how that
for a
works,
sewer
right?
entrance from outside the town.
Oh, gotcha.
By-
Yeah. So
Okay.
that you were able to infiltrate the town, and then when you
Here.
came in, you were just some Dulimbain. So I
I
thought that was
Yeah.
Okay.
that.
So anyway, it's near the main gate.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I will.
Why would a T-Rex need feathers?
Why does a chicken need feathers?
spending all my
Water
effort.
repellent.
So that we can pluck them.
Intimidation. So we go
I think so. You guys are feathers for.
in defensive mode.
Okay. Why would a T-Rex need that?
Alright, I
I
will.
mean, why does a chicken need that?
Stay warm.
He just said.
Well, for
For
what?
the same reason.
You
I
had
was
an
applying
outward?
for both.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm
It's
waiting.
generally water.
Yeah, I
fluids
mean,
good.
you
then
guys will be
everybody
coming to
gets
the next
feathers.
city at the start of the next.
That's
We
what
got
I'm
hair.
Yep.
I will.
We got hair, man.
open
Why doesn't
the
dogs have
crate.
feathers?
Because they got
How much
hair
time has
instead.
passed?
I mean,
So
we
why
don't.
don't T-Rex get
From
hair?
From
We
when
don't
I
have feathers.
used
We don't-
walking
we don't-
ghost,
Oh,
more
we
than
don't.
10 minutes.
Why
right? The miracles are worth it.
But
Because I went to
there
2
are
other
dinosaurs
bars,
that
right?
have
The
them.
miracle's done.
Oh yeah, it is.
Like I saw him at the zoo.
They don't.
Okay, I'm gonna just open. I'm gonna open the grate with
There are
confidence.
Dinosaurs are extinct.
So I can get
Jurassic
inside
Park
it.
was not real.
You saw a chicken.
You saw a chicken at the zoo.
People have
thought it was a
other things to
dinosaur.
look up the more
Really?
recent
Chicken.
event thing.
But
they
they
did.
have
They
like
have
a
one
modern,
that had
modern
I'm going to push
reconstruction.
the
Yeah.
X.
Okay.
Yep.
They have and our
I mean,
animatronic and now they have like feathers
Yeah,
coming
Little
out
areas
of their
in the
arms and
sewers
everything.
itself.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wasn't
There's
a
not
T-Rex.
going to be many people down there anyway.
Yeah,
so
not every
and
animal
Golds,
has
you know, he's
every
like looking
useful
around.
adaptation.
Yeah, why don't I
Alright,
have
so the
like,
the five briefcases are in
wings?
there.
I mean,
Alien.
yeah, wings are really
Why
why
useful,
don't I have a
but
stinger?
not every animal
No.
has wings. It's just I don't know
Alright,
why.
guys.
Certain
Heading back
animals
to the palace.
Heading back.
Aqueduct?
Yep,
Why don't I
heading
feel-
back to the palace.
Why would a
Aqueduct.
T-Rex start without feathers and then suddenly need
No, it didn't
feathers?
start without them. It just always had them.
I mean,
No way.
why would a
Yes.
primate
Why is that
start
so hard to
without?
believe?
T-Rex has always had feathers.
Why not?
Well, yes. Have you ever seen one in real life?
I don't buy it. I don't buy it for a
I
second.
mean,
We
they-
would have known about that.
We do.
Jurassic Park, that T-Rex would have had feathers.
We didn't know that.
I'm pretty sure the new one. Oh, the new one doesn't actually. But the Raptors do, I'm pretty sure. In the new one. Anyways, yeah.
Yep.
I want to dump
I want to dump.
4.
Yeah,
Okay.
Don't have
In
a
there.
session where you
I've been
can do
dumping all night.
So you'll have to go back to human to do that.
Mm-hmm.
And are you using any stealth related stuff? Because here you're a bit more.
Yes.
It's more conspicuous out here because this is like a suspended aqueduct.
I'm gonna do walking ghost again.
Okay.
It's my last effort for the day.
All right.
Actually, it's not. I have one more that I can
Alright.
take familiar face off, but I'm not going to.
Okay. All right. It has been fed into the palace compound.
All right.
Oh my god.
We're going to fly out of town and
Fly up
Head to the rendezvous point.
head to the nearest. Yeah, the rendezvous point.
Okay.
I think I'm done there.
All right. So it's fine then. Frederick's or Tempus. Tempus is gonna arrive in town about a day after you've done all your stuff.
Mm-hmm. So hopefully I'll hear the outcome.
See how it goes.
There was a dinosaur at some point, but its head got cut off while you guys were arguing about feathers. case you're
Cut
wondering.
off its head.
The Regent's hand. He has flying sword. Sky sword.
Did you kill him?
I
You did a
put,
similar approach as your 6 mile thing, where
I put water in his drink, or poison in his drink.
he put 4 briefcases of the weaponized agent in the water supply.
Now I have a gun.
Yeah, you do have a gun that can
It can
shoot
shoot
those
that.
direct.
Okay.
All right, so you're at the main gate.
Well, I'm assuming I'm flying over the city.
Oh, okay, yeah, your gas cloud's coming through.
Yeah.
There are just piles and piles of dead bodies being taken by carts to like mass grave sites outside of the city.
Wow.
You see like a lot of people wearing like masks, like they have like their hoods up to cover their nose and their mouth. There's like rubble in one area of the city, as if like some great beast was like attacking over there.
Do I see any gatherings of people? Gonna guess.
No, it looks like people are trying to keep their distance from each other. But
Damn.
this is it has all the signs of a ravaged city.
Is there a slum area of the town?
Oh, every town is a slum.
The whole town is a slum.
Yeah, I know, in your eyes, yes.
Okay, I'll float over to the slum.
Okay.
And I'll try to go into a house.
The slum actually doesn't look too bad compared to the rest of the
Not
town.
yet. Okay. I'll float into a household.
Okay, just really Vlad Dracula.
Alright, nice. Is there anybody in there?
Oh yeah, there's like a family who are like praying at their ancestor altar.
Okay, I'll coalesce behind them.
Is it naked? Man?
Oh
Yeah, it's a fully naked man.
Um,
It's really Hollow Man.
Got it.
I'll hold on to the hourglass.
Okay.
I'd rather not use it.
Uh-huh.
I'll just try and like slip one of their hands real quick into the bag.
Oh yeah, easily done.
Okay, then they get the zombies.
Naked bringer of zombies.
It doesn't happen for 1 round, and then 1d20 zombies appear.
Okay,
And then I will return to gas.
okay. So instantly return to gas to let that 1 round pass.
Yeah.
Okay, you can roll it. You get to roll the d20.
Okay, good, because I might want to re-roll.
Yeah, you can re-roll.
Let me do my replace first.
Alright,
I
alright.
didn't do that for today.
yeah. High number.
18.
Nice.
Oh,
That's
good. I'll
a
probably
min of 18.
If you crit, I'll add double to 40.
Nope, it's 18.
Alright.
So it's an 18.
Okay. 18 zombies in that house. You hear screams as your gas cloud
Okay.
goes away.
Now I will float over to the palace.
My God.
Alright.
Time to find the regent. If he's still alive.
Yep.
Oh, how big of
You
a...
think he's dead?
You see,
I put a lot of poison in the palace.
see the palace orders prevailing a little bit more, at least on the surface level. You
Okay.
see you see soldiers just in neat rows standing there stoically. There's like a few officials like kind of quickly moving up the steps, their long robes flowing behind them.
Okay.
So it looks like they're heading into the main audience chamber.
I will follow above them.
Okay. Okay. Once you cross the threshold into the audience chamber,
Yes.
you take 1 damage.
Oh. Okay. Noted.
But now you're in there.
Alright.
You see, there is a man in golden robes, like layers upon layers. He looks rather ridiculous, but he's in a throne at the far end of the room.
Okay.
He has like a silver-plated beard with like immensely intricate design, like going down. Who is like leaning forward and seeing these officials who are coming in, and so it looks like there's a small court in attendance too. You see many Dulimbain nobles kind of watching on the sidelines. Some of them are also taking the precautions against this disease that seemed to have hit the town. They have like nice little hoods brought up over there.
There's a couple of diseases in town.
And the officials are have made it to the appropriate distance from the throne where they will not approach further.
Okay.
And it looks like they're ready to bring a report to the regent.
I would hear this from.
Okay. It's a logistical report of the rally. They say that 3/4 of the army have assembled. There are still some groups coming in from the outlying provinces, but everything is on schedule to meet the anticipated Patrian attack at. He lists this region that sounds familiar, where it's like probably about 5 or 10 miles away from where the Patrians are rallying. And he says, surely the Patrians will attack first, so we can enact defensive measures as per your plan. He mentions the very unfortunate loss of the general and the replacement that has been hired and sent there with all due haste, as well as the death of another, the disappearance of 2, and it also appears, as they keep talking, that Aurelius Hakan has been laid to rest in his mausoleum that was built in the city. The Regent's Hand. Yep. That one.
Okay. Oh my god.
Alright, and it's clear he is by far the most high-profile victim of whatever this strange, debilitating disease is.
Okay, I will float next to the regent.
Okay.
Oh my god.
I will coalesce and instantly freeze time.
Alright. You see, like, as you coalesce, he started looking up at you, but then time froze.
It is the last thing you will see.
Oh my god.
I will slip his hand into the bag.
Okay.
He gets, let me read it exactly here.
I don't know.
A large granite hand rises from the earth to grasp the regent.
My guy's gonna come right through the floor of the throne room. Okay.
Divine retribution.
Uh-huh.
And then right after that, time still frozen, I will sprint out of the palace.
Okay.
And then once I'm off the threshold, I will go back into gas.
Okay.
And resume time.
Okay. So, once again, just a summary of the sequence.
Yes.
You slipped his hand in,
Yes.
and the first effect that's going to come is the
Granite
big
hand, yes.
But time is frozen to
Right.
let you leave the throne room completely.
Yes. I sprint out of there.
Okay, I'll say you're going to take 2 rounds of time frozen damage.
Okay.
So I think that's 6 damage.
Yep.
Okay. And then, upon resuming time, you resume gas form and
Yes.
float back into the throne room.
No.
He doesn't need to see.
I mean,
You're just going to be gas.
if I
after.
can't see from like right outside, then I don't really care. I guess.
Alright. Well, you hear like a huge surge of earth and screams from within the room.
Mission accomplished. Alright, now I will float above the city and I will watch the chaos.
Okay.
It's fun to do that. I also.
Yeah, sweet.
Mine was short-lived though. Dinosaur died pretty quickly.
Okay. Well, eventually you see like people bursting out of the audience chamber. The official who addressed the regent is like issuing orders to the like all the guards in the courtyards that a terrible disaster is struck, and they're to proceed with martial law to impose on the city.
Don't need it.
They're going to impose curfews. The region has suffered a wound, he says, but you can tell by his voice that it's far worse than that. He's basically giving them temporary emergency orders while he figures out what to do.
Can I cause him to have an aneurysm?
Oh, certainly. He's in a highly stressed state right now.
Then he does.
Okay. He falls dead. And just the neck.
Okay. And let's cause a couple earthquakes to boot.
Oh my god.
That's just with something that's very unlucky.
Yep.
Okay.
By chance.
All right. You shake up some of the architecture.
Good.
There's a couple buildings
Do I
collapse
see zombies spreading?
from the slums district. Yes.
Good.
Aren't you glad you're no longer Dulimbai?
Yeah, see, it's great. If I'd come with you, who knows what would have happened? You would have faded me into being grasped by
Oh yeah, I
as
had to
well.
make sure you were right in the middle of this.
Hey, Sean.
Yeah.
Can I spend 1 effort to take distant Hal, which I already have as a gift,
Okay.
and make it so that I can communicate with Ethan? I'll read it to you. So
Sure.
you can communicate from afar with any animal whose location you know within a mile. You can borrow their senses if they permit it. Animals who have spent at least a week in your presence can be reached wherever they are.
He's a human.
I know, but that's why I want to like enhance it, because he's often in eagle form.
But he can't change to eagle form without you present, right?
True, he's human at that point.
I'm gonna say no.
Okay,
This
sorry.
Okay, I will float away from the city, and I will cause a thunderstorm to appear over the capital, and then I will head to the rendezvous point.
Like all 4 horsemen of the apocalypse in one gas cloud.
Yep.
Okay. Well, those soldiers at the rallying point are gonna hear some wild tales about what's going on back at home.
Dulimbai's seen better times.
Yep. Okay.
How many do we have left? 4 or 3?
Well, one of them is questionable.
He was reported missing, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
along with Roulan Mouge, I think.
Yep, right.
So that really just leaves 3 that are for
fuck-
sure alive. We've not
Fucking
encountered.
shadow.
Yeah.
You tell him
Sorry, I killed the Patreon, but
That's the new name.
Yeah.
He did kill a Patreon, but he had sworn his.
it says fully loyal, so
Who?
the Regent's Hand.
Oh yeah.
He's
Most
Patreon.
loyal.
100%.
Well, the Shadow's pretty fucking loyal.
It's unknown.
You might not
Again,
be loyal.
Okay.
I know his nickname. He definitely was the Shadow.
All right. Are you bag reaching on the way back to the rally point?
Like the next day.
Yeah.
Do you want me to?
That's your decision.
Why
Do
not?
I open it
I
for
can
him?
always find better effects.
All right. Because I think this will kind of wrap things up because it's going to resume next session with Murt and Thomas getting to their final city. And then I anticipate by the time they're done, Aladdin and Phil are going to arrive at the rally point. Your gas cloud arrives at the rally point. You arrive at the rally point, and then they're right by the rallying point because they're by the nearest city. So it should be a rendezvous next session.
Yeah.
All the destruction will already be taken care of. Won't it?
Yep.
Very true.
Well, yeah.
I don't need to open my eyes to see.
Cool. Which means
Are you
if-
taking a sunward or what? Or
No, that's-
there's
big
actually more implications to that. That means, well, actually, I don't know if that means that the eyes are no longer your source of vision, or if you're still seeing through your eyes, just through your
see
eyelids.
through things.
Yeah.
with
Yeah, I
his
don't know. Okay,
existing
alright.
eyes.
We'll see if that comes into play. Like if your eyes were cut out, that's the interesting question.
True.
Yeah.
Like a parlor chick.
I mean, if he has
all
a
part
bandage over his eyes or something,
Mhm.
can you
Yeah.
see through that?
Ooh,
Just
that's
says you
throwing
don't
you
need
off.
your
I think
eyes.
it's just
to
I
be
don't
open.
need to open.
You're like Daredevil.
No.
No, that we would make a daredevil.
There's just
His Daredevil's blind.
It's
But
it
he
sounds like he can
acts
just.
like he can see.
He fakes and pretends. He pretends that he can see.
This is the character, yeah.
It sounds like
That's you now. You
he
can
just-
close your eyes and act like you can
Pretend,
see.
yeah.
for all intents and purposes, your eyelids are just transparent when you wish them to be.
Nearby
for you.
town seeks death of all within 60 yards.
That's a step.
Okay, sure.
Another blighted. We'll say you stopped in one and they killed each other.
Yeah, I've messed up a few towns.
Yeah.
So just go round and round.
It's just a country of ghosts.
That was my goal.
Yeah, no, it's terrifying.
So many bang effects. Reader can cast reverse gravity on himself once each day.
He's gonna keep so many of these.
Only once.
You want to
That
reach?
means-
You want to reach into the mini bag
Yeah.
and just
I know what
use
that
all
means.
bag effects.
For 24 hours at a time, you can go up.
Yep.
Oh my. That'd be good for Phil. So you can never fall damage.
Like, yeah, it can already never fall down.
Right, but like so
Well,
that, this way. You
But if
could-
he fell into space, he could die from like the vacuum
Yeah.
space. That's not fall damage. Just
But I was thinking
like
of the
environmental.
re-entry. But it's true.
Oh,
I guess
yeah.
you have to be protected from both. So.
What if I was in gas?
I can't get hurt by cold or fire, so I mean.
Oh, so yeah, you do pretty
Holy
well.
shit. That might be the supernova.
Could I live in space?
Oh, no. Reader randomly teleported 1 mile in any direction.
Hey, you can get to the rendezvous point. Oh, it's random.
Or into the Earth's crust.
If it's into the earth,
That's really bad.
then I need to.
I mean,
like-
there's a possibility. It depends if you accept it or not.
I can always
D20 for direction, like 20.
I mean, here's the thing. For you, it's bad in one direction. For like anyone else, it's bad in two directions. Because like if they go up,
Yeah, I mean, I
Or
could
down.
kill another Dulimbain, I guess.
I
But
mean,
this could spur me along a little bit.
I don't
or
need
it
to
could set
breathe.
you back. You're just at the capital again.
No, 1 mile.
I mean, I can always re-roll
Oh, we don't know how far.
the randomness. So, okay, I'll take it.
How far is it?
1 mile.
Okay, roll a d4.
I had one.
5.
D10.
3.
Okay, you go a mile, like, back. Or not back, kind of like sideways. Yeah.
Okay, that's fine.
Alright.
We're gonna be here in a minute.
Keeps getting
Not
closer.
necessarily.
Uh-oh.
I'm
Golk
waiting-
is
I'm-
growing more powerful!
I'm waiting for something to happen. Not like a specific bag effect.
There is a bag effect that the master of the bag is drawn forth.
Golk? Please pull Golk
Yeah.
out of the bag.
But I'm.
But what if
He's in pelican form right now.
All vegetation within 1 mile turns carnivorous. I'll take that.
Why are we even going to go to war with them? They're
We're not. The war is done. We're victorious.
Does that mean the grass?
You're slaves if you stop these horrible things.
Is the grass carnivorous?
Yes.
Ooh, that's low.
Jesus.
That's low.
So like some child stepping across.
That's a bad one.
1d6 rounds of dramatic music play when reader speaks his name. I'll take it.
Well, I could do that for you anyways.
I might not always be with you.
Can't wait for your next interaction where you have to read off all the different things that happen just from breathing. Yeah.
I haven't had to salt any yet.
No,
This is pretty good.
I've been waiting for you to solve something.
Do I
I
notice?
don't like the sound of that.
Do I notice
I won't-
anything
I
with
won't
golf?
meta. Oh, another low one.
Do I notice anything with golf?
No, he's just flying along with you.
Oh, I think this is the salt. Reader gains weight every time he says his name.
Ooh. Gains weight.
Can't have a fat Tempus.
Every
Salted.
I'm just imagining like
Gold
music
speed.
starts playing while you just get visibly heavier.
Golk says, hey, I don't know what you're doing over there, but I'm detecting a massive buildup.
Bag energy.
He
It's
says,
like this. It's like the Speed Force.
Star Trek.
he says, whatever you just did, if you do that again, something really crazy could happen. And I don't think whatever you're doing, I don't think it's going to keep working.
He doesn't.
I am the master of the bag. Well, I have to redraw because I salted it.
Okay,
So,
right.
So there you
so
go.
if it's really bad, I mean, I'm salting it
Yeah,
again.
yeah, and then who knows what will
Then he
happen.
can suck it.
Okay.
Maybe he'll just explode.
Something crazy's gonna happen.
That's a bad one.
803
That's a real bad.
It was 100 bag effects to start with, right? So anything
Yes,
above
it was
100 is your creation.
No, 900 to 1,000.
Oh.
Reader dies nightly and is resurrected each following morning.
Oh, someone else has had that in like previous campaigns.
Yeah. I mean, it's.
That means you can't do anything at night.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And you could
Night
like,
at time is the best time.
if you're in low and
Salt!
you could be eaten by carrion.
You see like this little bar up here with all these.
Yep.
You encouraged me to do this.
I don't know if I encouraged you. I just asked.
Yes,
if
you did. I asked you if I should keep doing this. You said, "Keep it going." Keep it going.
As you try to salt that,
Okay.
you feel like this huge like pushback from inside the bag when you reach in. Roll 2d12.
D12.
Tempest. I think
Straight
Tempest
D.
might die.
12. Let it lie.
I got a D5.
It's a 6.
18
Total. You're going to be doing a lot of reaching.
Oh my god! We need a. Oh
It's
god.
Golk. It's
two
Golk.
things.
It's Golk. It's Golk
You
reacting at
better
all?
make them really count.
Yeah, you see Golk's like his eyes just like go peel back, and you just see like eagle whites,
No, he's pelican. He's a bag.
pet
guy.
pelican whites.
You want me
Sorry.
to reach in 18 times?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm just gonna draw a
Yeah,
cluster
unique
of
unique
You
results.
achieved your goal, but at what cost?
I'm the master of the bag.
Dulimbai
So
has been
is a
nearly
big event.
destroyed.
Are these all on?
It's like a gate burst.
Two of them, he can salt two of them. He's got two salts
How
left.
many we got here?
Yeah, but does he want to salt anymore?
Maybe. If it's death, why wouldn't I? Take the whole planet with me.
Oh my god.
This will be the last thing of the session.
How many we
Last
got
thing of the campaign.
Could be the last thing
There's
of the
no
campaign.
way.
This is
There's
No
this
way
is
I'm surviving. No.
It's just a question about the rest of us.
A miracle.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm still far enough away.
is it?
Who knows? He's far away too. But if the planet explodes,
That's 16?
need two
Yep,
more.
16. That's a pretty good pull.
Decide in order. Like, just start setting.
Just
like,
order-
when
order
to
them
decide.
out.
Yeah.
That was a low number.
How many do you have?
There you
18.
go, 18.
Okay.
Okay.
He pulled 63 and 630.
Could have been 2.
Start
Instead
organizing
of
them for
18.
you. Put them all in a great order.
He
It's
could have
like
been 2. He
The
could have
plumbing of
easily
the
been
bag-
2.
The plumbing of the bag can only take so much before it just all. Just,
All items carried by Rita are coveted by an outer plane being.
okay,
Whoa.
that
It's interesting.
ties in perfectly.
Yeah. I mean, the only thing I have of value is the bag.
You can accept that.
Okay, you're doing this in order?
Yeah, and if we get through all these and you're still alive, I'll order the other ones too.
That's a good.
we have to go through all of them.
Yeah, the bang
Well,
effects.
I don't know, because if he pulls them out, if you.
Yeah, what does
Well,
that
we'll
happen? If
see.
he dies before 18, do the
I
other
can affect
effects?
normal fires at will.
Wow, you're basically have the fire word a little bit.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
He just becomes
I've
more,
become more powerful!
what the
all
fucking
positive.
the fucking odds that you get all positive.
87.
887. That's a bad one.
I feel a real sense of urgency in my bladder.
I piss
You
yourself.
should. You
Yeah.
probably should in this
so you,
scenario.
so you just pissed, so you just pissed yourself.
Yep.
Perfectly natural.
This is 942.
I permanently gain 1 to 2 charisma.
Okay,
My
now-
charisma's already 18, and my penalty can't exceed 4.
All right, I'm damn. You're gonna get actual 19 charisma.
Yeah!
All right.
I gotta pencil that in. That's
Yeah.
how big that is.
Yep.
So that's impossible normally.
Doesn't Murt have 19 strength?
Wait, why can't you get.
572.
There are some words that allow you to get 19 in a couple things.
Wow, you actually might fucking get through some of these.
Well, he
Slow
did.
down. 572. I can polymorph myself once.
Okay.
What
What the fuck? He's getting like really lucky with this.
So if he gets him turned into a frog or something by Beast Man,
45. 1d100 drops of universal solvent rain from the sky.
universal, like just acid.
It's really powerful glue.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh god.
Oh.
So someone can roll 1d100 for that.
Thomas, you brought these.
Yep.
Which one did Phil
1D
touch?
100.
This one.
Yeah.
So should I just?
What? No, I touched the back middle one.
This one?
Yeah.
That's a D5.
Yeah, it is d5. I told you.
Do you want me to roll 2 D10s?
Yeah.
Oh,
Oof. That's
8.
a bad one.
The bad one.
86.
86 drops of universal solvent.
Okay, well, it's up to Ziggy. My nose and mouth switch places.
Wait.
It's shit, but I don't think it's salty.
It's not
shit.
worth it.
No, I
You
can
have
live.
a lot
I
left.
can live with that.
At this point,
Why did you put all these upside down?
For fuckery.
619.
how do you know
That's
that?
the same
How do you
both
know
ways.
it literally,
It's upside down.
it literally is
Both ways.
619 both ways.
Actually, it might not be. That's
I
a
can
long
wish-
squiggle.
That is a
I
9.
can wish the death
nine.
of one being, but will also die.
It's good to have in
That's
the back
good.
pocket.
Yeah, I can kill
Tempest
Bill.
is about to
If
die.
I'm about to die, this guy.
You could pick the shadow.
I could, but I wouldn't. 173. Reader and allies are teleported to the elemental chaos.
And define
That's
allies.
the rendezvous.
You are my ally.
Yeah.
We're not with him.
Yeah,
Doesn't matter.
This has happened once
Am
before.
I your ally?
I'm
You
pretty
would
sure.
wish the death of me.
That
This
is,
is a
that
similar-
is true.
Yeah.
Go back and forth.
This was a similar concept of escaping the dragon. Was we were teleported like to the nearest town or something like that.
The elemental chaos is survival. We are Godbound.
Yeah.
So, I'm gonna keep it.
I have no.
We're all together.
What day is this? This is next day.
Sure.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Am I
Oh,
your
that's safe for everybody.
am I your ally?
Got
Are
all
we
my effort
allies?
Up to this point, you are my ally. It might change, but we'll see.
So now you're all present in the elemental chaos.
Yes.
With
With
no
me.
explanation, and vague effects are still going.
Holy fuck! I didn't even think about that.
Nearest mountain becomes volcanically active.
Okay, in the elemental chaos, that's nothing.
That's not too bad.
Yeah.
Nothing but elements down here.
675. Earth elemental appears and drags reader to the plane of Earth.
It's just across down the street.
I might want to salt that.
Yeah,
Because
just
the
plane of
plane
Earth.
of Earth is just entirely Earth.
Yeah.
There's no oxygen.
Dude's just like strolling by, and he's like, "Hey man,
Are you gonna
want
salt
one
that
couple?"
one?
I'm gonna salt.
All right.
Pull,
That's just
roll another
I draw.
2d12.
I mean, I didn't think to make it this far.
No.
What is this? 618.
If you survive,
That would be incredible.
if we survive now that
You
we're all
rolled,
there,
you rolled pretty high.
I can walk on water when naked.
Yeah, you can do 2
I think
points
they're
on
naked right
naked.
now.
I'm pretty sure you can walk on water when you're naked anyways, because you're
I am
gas.
naked.
He is naked, and his mouth is where his nose
All
is.
metal within 60 yards drops to minus 200 degrees Fahrenheit. I don't have any metal on me. So.
I don't actually.
Don't you have daggers?
What?
You have daggers, right?
Okay, yes.
Yeah, so they get very cold.
Alright, I dropped
Okay.
I also dropped my dagger.
All
I
right.
also dropped
A
my
lot of dagger dropping.
I have leather armor.
I
So.
don't carry.
I have a
anything.
goddamn
It
dragon.
doesn't Murt like feel that it's fire or something? Isn't like hot cold? No, it's like water.
It's water.
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 He is covered in metal, I believe.
Yeah, I wouldn't
Oh,
be surprised.
yeah.
So he may be
He's
freezing.
got a
All
cold.
within 60 yards are stricken deaf for 1d10 hours.
Alright,
So
so
you roll your d10. Studs got it.
Is it what? For
we are
group?
deaf for 7 hours, guys.
Oh,
Just we can't communicate in this terrible
Yeah.
abyss.
If I turn you all to animals, we can.
This might.
Maybe sonar. No, that's
300 yard radius begins to form a sinkhole.
Oh, not again!
Begins to form.
Yeah,
a sinkhole. We
yeah.
got time.
Well, I can.
Well, we can fly us out.
Only 4 left. That's
How the
513.
fuck?
Oh, I can't believe you're alive.
I still have a salt.
that's 573.
5.
That's,
Yeah.
that's a 1.
That's
a 1.
It's a 1.
7.
No, it's a 1. The
Oh,
fire.
yeah,
Five-
right.
the
You're
five
right,
is kinda
that's a
fucky,
7.
yeah.
Yeah.
I can carry my own weight with ease.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay. Couldn't you?
Probably, yeah.
Couldn't you?
I
731.
assume in addition to his body.
Fire elemental resides in reader's lungs. D10 HP damage per round.
Oh god, that's bad.
Is that straight D?
You got a salt.
No,
Yeah, probably
it's
not.
converted, but it's still not good. so.
That's a kill.
Because he doesn't have an easy way to get it out.
Yeah.
Fire elemental resides.
So you gotta accept 3.
Yeah. No more salt. Yeah.
742. Might as well look at
You gotta accept
737.
4.
The Tarrasque appears in the vicinity.
What the hell is the Tarrasque?
Crossing of
It's
worlds.
like the dragon or the dinosaur, but like 30 times bigger.
It's like the unbeatable monster. in
Just really
yeah,
bad.
we probably can't kill it, but
But we're godbound.
we are godbound.
Next session's gonna be do or die.
Yeah, it's gonna be.
I think,
Well,
I
I
think
mean,
I'm
like,
gonna turn that thing into
you guys-
a chicken.
That's the shitty one.
You guys.
I have to live with that one. All my attribute scores are halved.
Oh,
wow.
But in Godbound, that's not.
Yeah, it's
that big of a deal. If I can just make it home and retire, that's the goal. All right, 737.
Oh man.
I think we get hit with a 737.
Go.
I think
Pretty
that's
amazing.
what it is. It's like we all die.
You get lost. The lost effect.
The ground within 60 yards becomes desiccated like a desert, but it's also a sinkhole. So.
Yep.
It's a dry skin.
Okay.
Wow. That sounds
Wow.
We're all deaf, so we can't talk
So
to each other.
you need to
And we
update
have
your
to-
character profile there.
Yeah.
Jesus.
And those 4 are like effects that you've stored away.
I have 5 effects.
Before you,
So you have zero
before
effort.
All of my effort is sold.
You can't use
I
any
can't
effort.
give it back
And there's a
somebody
and
else.
there's a Tarrasque right there.
before we end the session, can
Yes.
I yell, "Everyone grab on" and play my song?
We can't hear you.
We're deaf.
Oh
We
shit!
played it already this session.
And we're
Oh, I played the reverse one, so it's one of those.
I mean, you could say that, but everyone might not. Also.
Nobody will hear.
deaf.
Yep, that's true.
Well, I'll say
It'll
it.
just be like a
Okay.
madman things.
Nobody hears it.
You can try to use body language.
Charades while we're
then
sinking in
you
a
got
sinkhole,
charade. Yeah, I mean, who's gonna pay attention?
fighting a
For the
Tarrasque.
happy, you want me to round-
gigantic threat.
you want me to round up or round down?
Round up. I'll be kind.
Is the
Okay.
elemental chaos just another plane? Is that just what
It's
this is?
yeah, it's like all the elements combining in this huge mixture.
Wow.
It's very violent,
Okay,
but it is survivable.
3 XP for everybody.
I'm immune to environment damage.
Environment damage?
Yeah, environmental damage.
What does that mean?
3 Dominion for the free divinities, 4 for the cults. Thomas, you get a bonus one.
And I got 7 dominion.
Any
I gotta be able to
bonus in
save
addition to the
myself.
How much?
bonus in
7
addition to the 4?
How much
Or
dominion?
just the
You
4
get
is the
3
bonus?
total studs.
Do I get 4 total or 5 total?
How much XP do we get?
4 total.
3?
Yeah.
And 3 XP total.
And what's level 5?
5's a ways off still. You're,
My god.
I wonder how much dominion it would cost to be able to pick a bag effect.
to be able to what?
To pick a bag effect.
Can never. Never.
I'd ask.
I'm the best for the bag!
If you try, it'll just be like a 4d8 or 4d12 bag effect.
That was already a question.
Yep. Oh, XP. That's what you were wondering. For level 5, you need. You need 24 XP
We are dead.
and 22 Dominion.
I ain't
spent.
dead. My nose is where my mouth is, but
But everyone will believe what you say. You could tell him it was like a freak
yeah.
war accident.
Yeah, it's a
or
war
something.
accident. Winning the Dulimbain War.
Alright, so next session, if you
Easy to
guys
snort cocaine now.
if you guys can escape the chaos, there'll be the war. Like it'll be like starting immediately when you get back.
Because you know that we had to drop all our weapons and Murt is surrounded in ice.
Mur's just like
His
I don't know if he has
armor.
like
I
3.
feel like Murt might die from that.
I don't know.
200 degrees, negative 200
Because
degrees.
once it melts all over him, that's like lava melting into his skin.
Well, it's negative to it.
Negative. It's
Well,
like
like steel melt.
It's frozen.
it's
Yeah,
it's
no,
like-
but I'm saying if it becomes frozen and there's like this big coat of ice around it, then if it does,
Yeah, I feel like the ice alone though would
Well,
cause some severe.
Oh, it'd be
damage.
like-
He can become immune.
it would be
Oh,
like
he's
crust.
endurance actually.
He's
He's got
Yeah,
endurance.
he's immune.
I'm sure he'll survive.
He's impervious to any natural environmental damage.
But
that is caused
I
by-
was thinking,
I guess I'll.
Oh,
erase,
okay, well then he's fine.
I guess I'll erase my dagger. Since I'm not
mean,
picking that up.
I might have.
Actually, I guess am I immune to that as well?
I might have to freeze time and waste all these bag effects on Phil.
so I can get effort back.
I'm just
Does
gonna
the
fly
trash
away.
get- does
Just
the
like
trash
fly
get
through
arms?
this fucking
Yes.
void.
Yeah.
Have it get the elemental worms lungs.
Give them
Probably
to
won't
Ren.
even bother.
We don't even need to bother.
I mean, even if he takes like 40 damage from it over
Yeah.
like 10 rounds, you guys will be
It
dead
just
by then.
appeared, so it might just fall into like some endless lava
Yeah.
pit.
Oh, where are we?
We're in a sinkhole.
Well, hey, the land is desolate,
We
so
can fly.
Is my dice bag over here? Unless
not
it
on.
Here's the trash.
It's behind you.
Oh, thank you.
There we go.
I think
what's near.
modern theories they're actually chickens.
This is a fictional creature.
Well, I feel like I made up for almost dying.
You did some great work in the camp. You guys.
Where, mentally speaking,
I think.
where did I kill more people? At Bleak, or Bright Republic, or
Oh,
the
there.
capital?
There.
That's like a city.
Because
Oh,
everyone left, almost everyone left in the pyramid state died, and then the tsunami killed a lot of people in the Bright Republic. But you had some very high-profile victims from your poisoning one. So actually, it might be difficult to say, but I don't think I've ever seen this much death in one session. Because this is like, yep.
And yet 18 bag effects later.
And you're against all laws of the universe.
That's a
you're
god
alive.
of luck right there.
It's gonna be really hard because for 7 hours we will
Gonna
not
be
be able
deaf.
to communicate.
Not
verbally.
Not verbally.
What animal does it hear?
That won't help us. That won't help us understand each other.
We're now us. We're an animal that doesn't hear.
I mean, if you have time enough to write down.
You mean an animal that
An animal
communicates?
doesn't communicate.
The whole-
verbally.
Yes.
All of them.
The whole crab barrel plan was just amazing. That was so funny.
Most animals don't speak to each other.
Well, I mean, like somewhat.
I mean,
Dogs
like,
don't bark at each other to communicate.
Well,
I guess you're right.
in some sense, they do.
Yeah, you know,
I mean, it
sometimes,
communicates general signals.
Yeah,
like
but
intimidate.
they can also not bark and
Yeah.
communicate.
But I mean, like
stuff.
something like vibrates or something.
But we won't be
Well,
able
we
to use
wouldn't be
that
able
for language
Yeah, we wouldn't be
talking.
able to
We
understand
can't.
that.
If we're all that animal, though.
Unless we're all the animal, like, yeah, food, yeah.
Our only hope,
Yeah, danger.
our only hope is to put all these bag effects on Phil. They'll die, and then we use the bag to get out of here.
I gotta have to fly away from you.
This is turning very similar into Artemis.
Yep. No, this was
Artemis never abused it that much.
No. Next,
Until
the
he
next
decided
session-
we need to fight a
Yeah.
dragon.
whatever the
Yeah.
next setting I run, the bag will be completely
I think
absent.
that's
You need to take like
You
2
gotta
or
have a
3.
break,
You
yeah.
do 2 or 3 campaigns where there's no
We've
bag.
never
Yeah.
utilized
I think
it.
this is the worst
Yeah, without
abuse
without
of
the
a bag
cash, without the
campaign.
cash fee, it's never been used this much.
I open the door when he's like, if I spend a gift that allows me to
Yep.
that
I
was
think
opening
you
the
said
door.
like if
It
it
broke-
gets out of hand, maybe we can take it away, but you never.
Instead I
aspects
said,
of this.
okay, if it gets out of
Yeah.
hand, I'll just do a bunch all at
Double
once,
down.
and that'll.
At first,
You
I
thought
thought,
that
I thought it
would
was
finish it.
2d12 damage. I thought that's what it was going to be.
I thought he was gonna die.
I knew what it was going to be. I wasn't sure if Sean was keeping track of all the ones you sulked away and was going to return them to you.
Yeah, that would have been bad.
Yeah, no, it was more just like he's created this backflow of energy every time he salts it, and even though it gets passed on, the fact that it was like about to come out but then is staying in there, it's just getting more unstable, and
like
so then it's just like
Speed
it just
Could I
yeah,
have,
it needs
could I
to-
have re-rolled those 2d12?
no,
Okay.
no, I would not have allowed that. So yeah, you could have had anywhere from 24 to 2 bag effects.
Pretty far.
18, so that's
And you
Oh
said
yeah,
5.
did you substitute like a 4 for that 18? No, that was different. Okay,
I
no.
don't know how you survived.
That was a Murt. And you got that unbreakable clasp.
All
It's gonna win a lot of bar bets.
all right. So I think this our